Hello everyone and welcome to what we expect to be the season finale of Wildermyth. We are, as of the last episode, well positioned to head into the endgame and starting a little bit early this week. Just like we started late last week, this felt like a good opportunity to jump in and make sure that we had time to hit the finale. So let's go ahead and hit play and continue. Usually on Mondays, we are up against a little bit of a soft stop because we'd like to raid over to somebody and then join Mia in her Discord for the most recent live episode of Kyber. Sorry, we watch it together. It's pre-recorded, but everybody sort of watches it together. Here it felt like if we want to make sure that we can hit that, we'll start a little bit early, and we'll see how it goes. But the goal very much is to wrap the campaign today, and we'll just have to see if we have enough time. Where last we left off, we had just kind of inadvertently kicked off a brand new story beat, which is starting right where we left off. Also, bear in mind, Elsie's at about half health and healing at half speed. Also, here's Luca Loki. I don't know that Luca Loki, the real person, has been by to see that they are part wolf now, but hopefully they'll get to see that before the end of the campaign. And hello to Maxine. So, with all of that preamble, let's go ahead and jump in. Shy and the Shadow. I keep looking at the sky. I keep having the same dream. That ever happened to you? No. Oh, well, here, I'll tell you about my dream. So in it, I'm standing in a room with walls that go up, interminably up. They're covered in these minuscule words I can almost read, almost decipher, but... I can see this isn't entertaining for you. Sorry. Well, I don't have a Diesel voice at all. Screw you! Kodoro. Oh my god, no, that's a cat. I was about to say it's the level 280 squirrel. They found us. No, it's a cat who is pushing a bowl onto the floor, which is very accurate for cats. Curse Splash! We can't seem to stay bored these days. Yeah, but you don't seem to mind too much. Kodoro? Kagladder! This cat very much dislikes the shadowy figure, and also bowls. Scrowl! Scrowl! Oh, that's a cat in my sound, isn't it? Scrowl! Splash! Kaklang! Leap! Koro! Thraruft! These are a lot of sounds. Koro. Kodoro. What is this? A cat and a non-cat. Mew. Kodoro. Watch it. Leap. Koro. Scatter. Wouldn't it be great if that's just the end of the story and they never get any resolution to it? Oh, there it is. Koro. Hey. Is it sad that his playmate ran away? Kodoro. Aw, you think that's it? Wonder what we really walked in on. Owner's not home. A well-appointed cottage in the wilderness. That's gone some time abandoned. Look to have left in winter. It's only the warm weather clothes that are left. Wow, Diesel's observant. Is Mr. Monk over here? I wouldn't have picked up on that. Kodoro. Koro. I'm not imagining it. The thing's depressed. Yeah, I just feel like that's not the whole story. Well, it doesn't seem to hate us. I'll keep an arrow out all the same. Doesn't seem to notice us, I should maybe say. Oh wait, look, she came back. Oh, there's a cat. What is it? Oh, sorry, that's Diesel. What is it exactly? Think they're drawn to each other? Kodoro? I don't know. There's this. A book? A little book. Whisk. Coral. I like the design of this thing. I can't tell if it's like, it looks like its back legs are just a wisp. Flop. Good. When there's a book, yeah. Or no, he's just saying good when there's a book. This one's weird. A journal. Notes. Records of a prolonged endeavor. Flip, flip, flip. Can I try and read some? Do you want to? I guess. I love that Diesel's just sort of like up for anything. He's just like super cool about it. Kororo. So it starts. Day 1. Today I start flipping. I start my little dark spell. Today I start my dark little spell journal. So yeah, it's a spell journal. Flipping through, there's lists and drawings, diagrams, but it goes on. I shall here document lucidly and diligently as I may. My preparations, my processes, my observations. I do not yet know if, how, and to what effects this spell shall succeed, but I am resolved in my course to see it through. And there's an amendment. See it almost through. The final turn scares me. It's frightening magic we channel. Exclamation point. Oh, hello to the 44th pilot and everybody raiding in. I hope that you're having a wonderful Monday. We're just jumping in and doing some Wildermyth. As the episode goes on, other people typically join up because all of the characters are based on... So all the characters in the game are based on people in chat. And thank you very much for the follow to the Merciless Prawn. I hope everybody's having a great Monday so far. You're saying the person wrote out No, of course not. A cramped indoor hour passes. Wait, are they reading or just hanging out inside? Day 10. The spell is cast, and yet, today, she languishes, same as yesterday. Sleeps and raises her eyes blearily like a cat 9 times her age. His voice captures the academic spirit of the writer's unstylish lines. Day 34. I grow sure. Small signs that seemed like delusions at first. Manufactured meanings, sprouted of a woman's hope-wild imagination. They're like letters retraced, becoming starker, clearer. Things are changing. Herb dust, the seeped-in smoke of incense, books and their book covers, the tired beams of rosewood. These soft, old cottage smells combine. Blanket weight, the mulled owner sinks around their shoulders. Growing especially comfortable in this place and time, like winter warmth. Diesel seems cool with it. Last entry. Noticing the writer never abandons her verbiage, only leans into and away from lyricism, something to analyze. But here it is. Day 62. My brain's becoming a fiddle string. Oh, look at her. As vibrating, focused, lonesome as that, my mind narrows, and every thought is a pressed note along that stingling single strand. A solitary stem, from which not every sound or contemplation I would once have easily produced may now flower. It's a wandering set of images she uses. Perhaps old age would always have been like this. At least Shy continues to mend. For the first time today, she ate with gusto, the whole herring I brought her. I've gone back in my old diaries to check, it's been just over 2 years. As I must have noted previously, it's this extended span of smallish changes I find the most heartening. The pattern and pace speak to me of momentum, a steady motion that may carry forward, far into the future, if never near forever, sorry. I find myself fearing the end, but fear too is a new darling of mine. Mortal fear. Fresh and clear and bright, it confirms for me that the world keeps its bargains. She strengthens as I waste down. This fate is what I wrought for myself, and for her. Let's not be sad. And though it appears the tweaks I made failed, I think of that midnight orchid I so arduously hunted and harvested, so carefully separated, that these efforts have done nothing to mitigate or smooth out the transfer of my years. Let's not get down about it. Diesel says, wish this story would have a happy ending. Oh. Yeah, I've got bad news about the happy ending. I don't feel like we're arcing that way. Yeah, not super pleasant, is it? But, I'm quite free of any regrets. Gratitude is what I feel. If you are reading this, believe me, mostly, I am grateful. Now I wish to say, if you see Shy around, chase her off. That cat will live 1,000 years. I don't know where she'll go, but don't let her waste her new life here. For here, I will soon be bound. To what extent I shall eventually diminish, it seems hard to guess. I suspect I shall be nothing but a shadow soon. Lightless, thoughtless, meaningless and without memory. A shade. May you live long, dear reader, never needing to learn the lengths you'd go to save the ones you love. Kororo. She signs her name, Omtana Sedge, Foolish Witch of Lankmeadow. It's poetic, sort of. Then this shadow thing is what's left of her? Seems like. Oh, I don't think we have either Diesel or Stormalander. Real Samalander. So here's our choices. We can do what the lady wanted anyway, lead her cat away from here. Or Stormalander would say, you know, Diesel, I think this is a case where want is not the same as need. I'm going to put this up for a vote. It is early in the episode, so I don't know that we're going to get a lot of votes, but we will see what we get. Let's do a poll. I will let chat decide. What should the party do? Question mark. What the lady wanted, or want is not need. That's the best way that I can summarize in the overall small number of characters that we have to work with in the polls. So let's see what people vote for. Also, cats don't really say hiss. They're like that. I'm gonna have a quick drink here while people are voting. By the way, small detail, but I happened to notice that the woman in the memory was wearing the same style shoulder blades, shoulder guard as Azric canonically does. At least like the different characters, will put on different outfits depending on like what campaign they're in. But like our most commonly seen version of Azric has the exact same sort of like filigreed shoulder pads. And I know because I spent a lot of time looking at Azric because I was doing something in such art. Yeah, so I'm looking at the rest of the crew because we're gonna have to make some tough choices at the end of this campaign about who gets elevated to like the next rank of legendary status. But we've got 26 legacy points, so we'll see what we can get. So we're just letting the vote run at this time. Yeah, I feel like by starting a little bit early, we don't necessarily have all the people that would normally be here. If I were to guess, probably in the next 15 minutes, we're going to see a bunch of people file in. Because normally we start around 5:30 Eastern, and here specifically because, you never know how many community votes there's going to be, and these campaigns often have a fairly long final chapter, final battle, that we want to make sure that we had space for this. So it did come out as a unanimous vote. Want is not need. Let's hit it. Where is the mouse cursor? There it is. The cat knows. Shy agrees with me. What do you think she knows? Who are we to decide? Whatever. I feel like Diesel's a fairly recent addition to the party, so we haven't seen a lot of story with him. And I like the fact he was like, it's good. Yeah, whatever. She comes back. She keeps coming back. With how long we're supposing it's been, I wouldn't assume it's random. They say love makes us stay where we don't belong. Even people, certainly cats. This witch did predict she'd need chasing off. And look. Look what they've become to each other. So go talk to her. Talk to the cat? Me? Well, I mean, in fairness, Diesel, Stormlander's made entirely of electricity at this point. I don't think the cat would like him. Convince her to remain close, and if possible, maybe even coax her inside. This shadow, if there's any trace of who it once was. Establishing that recognition could be possible. Flip. And you're gonna do what? I'll be busy. Whatever spell of transfer this woman worked, by her own admission, she left it incomplete. Saw it almost through, as she put it. So, I'm wondering, can another look from me unravel the implications, first of potentially resolving that step, and then, can I enact any sort of amending thing, motion, effect, or whatever, to, yeah. Here, cat. Thirsty. No. Because if you are, find me a bucket with a bottom, or you can dive down the well. Yeah, agreed, but it shouldn't take too long. Hours later, I don't know who's talking. Probably Stormlander. And love, one at a time. I thought it was a thing others put on you, like a collar, in order to keep you at hand. I thought I was smart for realizing that. Oh no, it was Diesel, but... What a great picture of, like, the cat up on the stump or whatever that is. There's things you learn on your way from here to there, and on your way home. Diesel, see if she'll come inside. You cut the figure of a hero up there. A hero princess. Princess of cats. I agree. That's a great cat. I'm sure I probably agree with you. She's all right company, not fidgety. Kodoro. In the oven's hot glow, the cottage seems not much different. There's one layered on smell, cold, dark, and unfamiliar. And a hue to that shadowling that perhaps wasn't there before. It does seem more defined. Thrift. Yeah, somewhat elongated the process, perhaps. Being thorough, mostly just combing through that journal and figuring out what she'd left undone. Picking up the spell's ropes, pulling on them. It was surprisingly simple. Which is interesting, because Stormlander is not a mystic. You would expect this to be like a mystic thing. Big thing was, we burned what's called phantom freesia. Seems our witch had collected it, dried it, but didn't use it. Koro! And with that, there were some fairly eldritch incantations. A soul unshelled and bared for swallowing, shorn of its hull, shucked even of its shadow. I don't blame the lady for leaving them out. Those words just sounded bad. You were chanting this stuff? Well, no. I actually spellcast pretty quiet, I guess. But anyway, things resolved after that. Color flooded up into her and... Yeah, look, she's a lot more... there's color, but there's also, like, a greater definition. Kodoro. Unresolved. So what even was this? This magic, I mean. It's not interfusion stuff, huh? Would you know? Yeah, it's weird. It's... I can't really confidently say, except that it seems to be a sort of thing where the caster's not intimately involved. Does that... Or, like, that it's still the same thing of this conversation between flame and flower, but there's no human listener or contributor? No mystic, I guess I just mean. But would that make sense? Your guess is as good as mine. Well, anyway, I don't know exactly what's changed, except there's more calm in her, less panic, almost more awareness, maybe self-awareness. Shai gives to the shadow her long, unreadable gaze. And she takes a step inside, and another. Is this good? I don't know. Koro, sorry. Oh, coiling up. Give him a pounce. Spring! Comes a noise of light being split down its seams, and a blinding unbrightness somehow painful to see. Sklavash! In that moment, without cognition, it seems strange claws may have snatched them from the river of time. I don't know what that is, but they're here again, whole. Is this a shadow cat? I don't have any idea who's speaking. The voice through the window breaks their stupor. Looking for me? Where are you? I hope they're still... No, you shouldn't. I shouldn't even think about it. You there! Oh god, it's Maxine. I didn't know who that was. Looking for Samarlander and for Diesel. You inside this glowing hut? Deepists are chasing us up through the woods. Please say you're in there. We're inside, yeah. It almost seems she senses them going. Really? That's your voice, right? That's actually a big relief. For the shadow-melded cat, then decides, oh! The shadow-melded cat gets to visit. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna leave this up to chat. I feel like it's unfair if I, like, you know... We don't have Diesel right now, we don't have Stormalander. I feel like real Samalander would want the cat, but let's... Oh, not raid, hold on. Hole. And the cat may not go with anyone. Like, it's, that's a perfectly valid outcome. The woman who originally took care of the cat and considered the cat to be her best friend wanted the cat to go out free. So, let's see. What does the shadow cat choose? Question mark. Walk with Diesel Jones. Oh my god. You know something? I honestly don't remember if Diesel Jones, if the end at the end is it an S or the Z at the end of Jones? Let's just have walk with Diesel. Okay, and then Nuzzle Stormalander or visit another world. And we will put up that poll. And Maxine is saying maybe the cat doesn't want to be free. And that's what the vote is. The vote is like, what do you in chat think the cat wants at this point? Because all of these options are equally valid. So I'm gonna have another drink here. Had the day off from work today due to a holiday, and as a result, when it's, you know, we did a morning stream, or I did a morning stream of Anno 1800, and then after that was done, I usually do a workout and then did a lot of cleaning, and as a result of the cleaning, like, a lot of dust came up because it's still February, and it's just very dry. So I'm gonna, try to get rehydrated here as we go. I wonder if the cat's gonna have a name. I wonder if you can name the cat. So, as far as we can tell from the story, the woman who lived here either, she didn't look completely human anymore, which is just something that happens in the world of Wildermyth. So, was that the result, do we think, of the spell that she cast, or was that just the way that she was, and that's how she came upon this magic where it seemed like she signed away her own longevity to the cat, so the cat would live for a very, very long time. But then what happened here is that after Stormlander was able to resolve the shadow of the woman into something a little bit more manifest, then the cat was able to bond, and now they are the same entity. So it has been voted to walk with Diesel. Swip! I think this is Diesel, but does it feel... do we look good together? Do I have to change my colors at all? Diesel. Interesting. The time you spent conversing with her, I'd imagine that made an impression. Oh, I think that's super cool. Chat voted for this because Diesel spent all that time outside talking to the cat. I hadn't even really thought about that. Well, but we still don't even know. Know what? Don't know what exactly remains or what's new. Even just what she is now. Swidgel. If you've ever spent any time around cats, you know exactly what this is. That sort of like switch back and forth of the tail that they do. I don't know. The cat is emoting a lot over here, and I don't know how to do any of that with my voice. So everyone will just have to envision. Well, if she follows, she follows. Others are where? Holding a line or two, just this way, in among the trees. And so were brought together two figures of a story, Diesel and the shadow cat who protected him. You will attract attention, or would, if your master wasn't so striking. Looks like you're leaving the fire roaring. Serves as a potential decoy, but I plan to come back. There's fascinating things in there. That was a sizable chunk. So, Deepest are in fact here. We've got a Father Fungus and a Woken Slinger. Two Father Funguses. And the Chosen is somebody that we've got to watch out for. Okay, we will determine what to do with the... Yeah, lots of hunters here. So, let's Silk Step. Let's Silk Step. Let's Silk Step. Maxine, I have an idea. Let's Silk Step. There. And then Hickey can come up here. And we're just obviously going to wait. He usually interfuses with things ahead. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Just double checking that we didn't have anything else that he needed to do. Now, let's pause for a second. That was a stone spirit. So let me just take a quick look to see under achievements. So glad we accidentally found this. So I do not have a stone sword, great sword, axe, mace, spear, great spear, crossbow, or dagger. So I feel like Diesel probably has a dagger, doesn't he? He does. Okay, so we could potentially get one for him. So let's have Patikan open the door then. And we have no idea where that stone spirit went. Okay, I don't know that we want Patikin to be there. Yeah, let's get Patikin maybe out of the way where enemies are going to bump him. Right now, they probably certainly see Hickey. We can come right up here. Yeah, that's going to do... It's just basically 6 free points of damage, which I like a lot. Let's interfuse with this cabinet. And then, with a little bit of luck... No, we don't have very much luck. I mean, we might kill this Woken. Good. Okay, Maxine. Yeah, Maxine is not yet set up for a backstab, but I do think that we can get her there against Father Fungus. So let's have Diesel. I don't understand. I do not understand where the stone sprite went. It doesn't have, like, infinite moves. Oh, hold on. Spirit Chase. Diesel's Shadow Cat shreds 4 warding from the target enemy. Wow. We don't have a cause to do that just yet, but... yeah. Okay, now Maxine can come in here and really do some damage with her... I'm just double-checking that she does have a... Oh, look at this! She's got a Bitter Scratch! Maxine rakes a nearby foe with her monstrous claws, shredding their armor. I actually don't think that's going to be necessary here. Let's switch weapons and do our backstab. Yeah! I think 16 damage did a good job against his 4 hit points. Hello to Solid Chrome Hickey! You've struck the first blow in this combat, killing a Deepest. In this whole session, actually. And now... So... I think... Yeah, let's see if we can just get that guy. Search. Wait a second. Does that guy really not... Oh, I guess he didn't see any of, like... He couldn't see Patikin, so he couldn't see anybody. Alright, Hickey, let's come in here. And we're gonna interfuse with this... Or actually, you know what? Let's do Compulsion and just walk him closer. Yeah. You just pull him into your aura. And then Maxine can come in here. Oh, this is gonna be great. Maxine, do your backstab. Okay, we've got 2 turns to catch that spirit. I don't know which way it went, but this way seems slightly more likely. Nonetheless, it's not worth hurrying for. Okay, Diesel, open the door. Okay, there's the... So I very much want Diesel to get the stone knife. So, let's go do this. Yeah, Stormlander doesn't even have any weapons. You know, there's nothing for the... Although I wouldn't say no to a, legacy point. But no, let's do this. Yeah, Stone Dagger. I feel is pretty cool. Before we do this, we don't have a... Do we have a stone bow? I just don't happen to remember. We do. We actually have all 4 types of bows. So, Stone Dagger, please. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Grey Life's Fall. Stun effect shreds 1 weapon and pins all enemies within a 2-tile radius. Wow. And I like Grey Life's Fall. That's a cool, like... Diesel is developing a little bit of, like, a shadow complex here between Shadow Cat and Grey Life's Fall. Yeah. Done. And he remains in the gray plane, which is great. So now, let's have Stormalander come over here. We're going to get into position, but since these two, like, we can't hit both of them with our strikes, it's better to wait until next turn, I feel like. Meanwhile, let's have Solid Chrome Hickey come up to the door. And then I guess we'll probably just wait. Patikin will Silk Step onto this Celestial buff. And Maxine will Silk Step in right. Yeah, there we go. Right behind him. Oh, I think they found Stormalander. Wow. Yeah, he had a defensive bonus from being behind the table. Okay, so Stormalander, even though this guy's very close, I do feel like we've got a better shot. Like, we can hit both these guys if we do this. Wait, can Shadowcat do something? Yeah, shreds 4 warding from the target enemy. Hit him. Okay, now Stormalander will do full damage to this guy instead of having a bunch of it cut off by the warding. And Diesel still gets to... Yeah, let's have Diesel come over here and ward with Stormalander, swap his weapon, and maybe shoot this guy. Nice! Without the stunt, that guy still would have been standing. Okay. So, this Woken Slinger is still going to do whatever he does. Hopefully the damage won't be too bad. It's got a better shot against... Sorry, Diesel has less armor, but is also more exposed, so he's more likely to do that attack. Unless Solid Chrome Hickey opens the door. I feel like we're on our last 2 dudes. Let's have him walk here. Oh, no, we are not on our last 2 dudes. Okay, so Patikin or Maxine. So Maxine's got a lot of movement now. Maxine's bone legs really let her haul. So let's do a strike. Yes. Wasn't a backstab, but it didn't need to be. And Patikin. So let's do Alarming Quack. Dodge the first ranged attack. Oh, wait. These guys don't do ranged attacks, do they? I know that Maxine's out of actions. I just wanted to look at... You know something? It's not going to hurt anything to have that. Oh, and Solid Chrome Hickey still gets to go. I don't have a lot for him to do, except maybe just wall up with Patikin. And that way, if that Bone Child or whatever it's called... Go, Stormalander! Wow! Oh, yeah, that worked perfect. Okay, nobody leveled up yet. Hornet Oak Song. Okay, a tier 3 bow. I feel like... Oh, no, So, Diesel has a tier 2 bow. Patikin... So, Patikin has a stone bow, so I don't want to take that away. It's special. Yeah, I feel like this goes to Diesel. He doesn't have a tier 3 bow. And the one that he has is, you know, a regular bow. It's not enchanted by a stone spirit or anything like that. So, let's hit it. Hornet Oak Song. I like Heron Elm Curve a little bit better as a name. Later, alone. My friends, I'm scared. Gales blow outside. Oh, Maxine is all bone now. Look, both arms. Gales blow outside. The door shudders on brass hinges. House beams groan, and the corners of stray scrolls flutter like trapped moths. But wait, what? That's it? Maxine is afraid, and that's all we get? Hold on, can we look at Maxine? Oh, no, look, she does have one leg left. So, bitter scratch, skeletal arm, damage times 2 after armor if flanking. Dagger attacks. Wait, is that new? They already did double damage. All right, we'll find out. Okay, so Patikan and friends. Where's Patikan? Up here. So yes, let's take a moment to get everything investigated. Scaly One is still... Yes, she is. Okay. A thorough delving to the mysteries of Apple Sand Windmill has proven rewarding. Time for pie! Heartwoods and fabrics. And some Moon Willow pauldrons. Intimidating geometry. Well, what do these do exactly? Oh, they're more speed. Well, I kind of like how much speed, Maxine is getting, but she's already gotten those. Yeah, apparently her Moon Willow pauldrons also already give her speed. So we could go with Blobby Bard, but it's not an integer yet. Hickey's not an integer. Stormalander's not an integer. Drienne is almost an integer, but also Drienne just doesn't have to move as quickly as some of the others. Like, all of their ability is in, like, super long-range attacks. Elsie would definitely benefit from it. Luca Loki is close, but not quite into an integer. And then there's Diesel. Gosh, I kind of feel like Diesel is getting a lot of upgrades, but sometimes that's just the way that Wildermyth rolls. I do feel like Hickey would benefit from extra speed. It would be great if we got him, like, up, but we're not going to get there if we don't ever put anything on him. Plus, they look cool. Yeah, let's do that. We've given, you know, Diesel's gotten some pretty cool stuff in here. Okay, so... Scaly One... Oh, that's what Scaly One finished doing. Oh, she's eating pie alone. That's disappointing. We're not building an outpost there because we don't want to spend the legacy point. Let's... I'm just double-checking where everybody is. Yeah, everybody's up here doing the build. Look at how much we've done in this campaign. Let's have... So we're going to redirect. We're going to come up here, and we're going to scout with Scaly One, but also Maxine, because Maxine's super quick at it. And... we need at least one more person. Probably Patikan, because he's also very close. Yeah. Hopefully they don't get jumped until they're all together. A thorough delving has proven rewarding. Ingots and spell threads. And by the way, we will get to spend these unless this campaign is structured differently. Like it's good that we're getting all of these. And a necklace of rhythm. Well, that should go to Blobbity Bard then. I mean, I guess it's plus speed. This would replace his armor. He'd lose armor, but gain speed. Yeah, I don't want to lose anything. We give it to Drienne. But again, Drienne is just not a speed character. Elsie it would be good on. Luca Loki it'd be not great on, actually. Diesel it would be good on. But the fact that it's the necklace of rhythm, I do feel like that would go to Blobbity Bard, but he doesn't get an integer. Then again, like the way that we get to an integer is by giving him something. So I think that we should give this to him because that's the one thing about Blobbity Bard. Also, it looks perfect on that cloak that we gave him. Let's do it. All right, and now, yeah. So we're gonna save the Open the Tower of Locks for last. Let's have Blobbity Bard and friends come up here and do a scout. I am not going to block any of these. Not the Thrixl Thrusk 2. Because I do not want to spend the legacy points on it. Man, they're taking the long way around. But that is what it is. Yeah, we just keep going. Wait, why are Stormalander and Diesel rivals? I felt like they were getting along great. Maybe Stormalander's a little salty about that cat. Moonwillow Brooch. Plus speed. Yeah, so we could give this to Blobbybard, and that gets him well up past his integer. Wow, nobody has a brooch. I guess Luca Loki has a brooch. Patikin would get it. I do kind of want Stormalander to be a little bit faster, but let's this goes to Blobbybard. He has one teleport, but after that, it's Blobbybard, since he doesn't have any ranged attacks, he benefits a great deal from being able to, like, move an extra square or two. And then, yes, we're going to have anybody that's not currently busy come join here. Is it Hickey and Diesel? Is that who we're bringing? Stormalander. Well, we need Stormalander to do something. Can he gather here? No, not yet. And we don't want to send him off by himself. So I guess... Wait, where's Stormalander? He's just going to stay there? Hold on a second. I don't like that plan at all. But we can't send more than 5 people. And I don't want to go here to scout. Oh, this is disappointing. I guess we just have to let it ride for now. Okay. I think we should probably go ahead with the assault. I don't think that we get very much from doing an extra patrol here. So let's have... So we've got Hunter, 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 Hunter. So we want somebody who is not a hunter. How about Hickey? And then do we have any other options? We super don't. Yeah, okay. Let's go. I don't know who's talking yet. Jigsaw. This place gives me the creeps. What kind of weirdos would want to live here? Oh, it's Scaly One. Derp. I don't think anyone ever lived here. This building had a different function. Look at the proportions, the height of the walls, and all the empty space. There's no sign of a living area or working area. This architecture was built to awe. A community doesn't build something like this until after it has all it needs for defense and livelihood. It was a shrine. Am I the only person wondering to whom or to what? Our shrine experiences have been a little varied. Did Maxine get her her dagger at a shrine? We might learn something about the builders if we looked in that chest over there. I'm going to need all 3 of us to get it open. Or sorry, it's going to need all 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's... I'm not sure what that is. It's not so much of a... It's not a that so much as a them. Are those legs? I think so. It's the lower third of a statue? Wait, why would anyone store a statue in tame? Scaly One is more of a Mad Max. Weapons out. The party's come to us. Gonna come to us. Okay, tons of Thrixls, including a Drathic, so we very much want to avoid getting too poisoned. But we're not up against a time limit, so we can afford to, again, play a little bit safe with silk stepping before we breach the walls. Silk step. I want to use Maxine's flash cone. I really should have put Solid Chrome Hickey up against the door, but what's done is done. Alright, Patikin. Alarming quack. Oh. These thrusts are about to have a bad time. Hey, Solid Chrome Hickey, do you want to go make some friends? And just poke that guy with your staff. There we go. Thank you. Oh, I really like his aura. I'd have to go back and look, but I want to say that we've definitely had... Okay. Patikin's still invisible, which is good. The Drathix may come around the corner, but it doesn't yet know that anything is happening in here. Oh, and we definitely want to move Maxine into a backstab position on that Drathix. 100%. Let's... Yeah, we're going to risk going all the way in there. It's not really much of a risk. And then Scaly one. I'm going to just wait out here. Stormland, you can come up here. Okay. Oh, god damn. Oh, boy. That's a lot. Okay. Okay, but this is fine. Patikin. How about Alarming Quack followed by Strike? Oh, wait, Maxine can't get around behind this guy. I think maybe Patikin should just leave. I think Patikin can just move right the hell back out. Patikin just lost 2/3 of his lives in a single hit. And he's already gone down. If you take a look, he's already got a peg leg. I don't think that we can do that again. I think if he goes down again, he's gone. Okay. So, Solid Chrome Hickey can certainly... Oh, I have an idea. That's a free 3 points of damage. Then interfuse with this basket. And then Splinter Blast on this guy. Now, what this does is it sets up an attack coming from this direction. And now Maxine can do her patented backstab. Oh, I love it. Okay, Stormlander. So the trouble with this guy is that he does have a lot of... Stormland is currently invisible, but this guy's got a lot of warding. We cut through that, but we're not going to do enough damage to kill it. Scaly one, can you land any sort of hit on this guy? Because that'd be great. Perfect. Stormlander, it's all up to you. Okay, they haven't broken through the door yet. Let's make sure that when they do, they get a nasty aura surprise from Hickey. And we're going to interfuse with this barrel. And then also this fabric roll. All right, we are ready. Scaly one, come over here. Oh, yes. Wait, who am I thinking of? Somebody here has, ambush, and I'm just trying to remember who it is. Does Maxine have ambush? Hold on. Switch weapons. Silkstep, Foxflight. Ambush! Yes, Maxine does. Okay. Maxine, come here. And we're going to set up an ambush on the... Oh. Oh. I didn't know that ambush worked without a ranged weapon. Still, if anybody comes up there, they're not going to have a good time. They're going to get aura shocked by Hickey and then stabbed by Maxine. I'm going to risk it. Because he's got... He would only be subject to a ranged attack, and we're going to Alarming Quack him. Oh, and yes, also... Silk Step. Okay, Stormlander. Let's come here. We're going to get our Celestial buff from... Ogo... Hold on. Ogagen. There we go. All right. Stormalander will Silk Step. And Scaly One will Silk Step. Okay, they didn't quite... They're just smashing up the joint. Okay, so they did make it through this round. Okay, Hickey, let's have you come here. Now that Nightmare's gonna split, which I feel like I'm comfortable with. Look at how much armor Hickey has, by the way. Yep, that's good. And now... let's... Can we compel... We just hit this guy. Oh, interesting. We didn't, split the Nightmare. What's the biggest hit I can do on the Nightmare? Let's have Stormalander have the final say on that. Stormalander, come up over here. Yeah, so we can see that here, Stormalander will have, striking abilities. And now we're going to Chain Lightning on that guy. Because the fewer hit points he has when he splits, the worse off his children are. Yep, had a really bad time. And now, by the way, I think that if Hickey just takes one more step, that other Nightmare also dies. Yep. Oh, I love his aura so much. Okay, Maxine. Well, actually, so Patikin, we want to be very, very careful with Patikin. Let's switch your weapon. Perfect. Even 2/3 death, Patikin can land the important hits. Maxine. Yeah, so Maxine's going to come over here, but then she's going to Silk Step past Stormalander and get lined up for a big stab. And now, Scaly One. Do we not want to shoot this guy for any reason? No, we definitely want to shoot this guy. Shoot him. Okay, this guy came up next to Hickey and immediately took 3 more points of damage. I would rather have Maxine try to stab that guy if we possibly could. Stormalander. Oh, but if we get Stormalander in there... Hold on. Patikin, you come here to get your Celestial buff from Ogagen. I like to call out when we're like people are synergizing their powers, because, like, Hickey leaves... Ogagen is so perfect for Hickey because it means that every time he moves, he leaves behind these celestial sparkles that then benefit the rest of the team. And Hickey's always moving because he gets he does damage just by walking near guys. Yeah, let's get right up next to this Dweaver. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Stormalander. We're going to have you... Well, actually, so, Maxine. We do not have a clear path to do a backstab. So what we'll do instead is let's throw some Quelling Moss on these guys, because I think that they're both going to still be alive at the end of this round. All right, Scaly One. We gotta beware of all the chrysalises that thing's throwing down. And now Stormalander. Yeah, Stormalander, I wanted to make sure that we could do a strike on at least 2 guys. And we are out of range for that, so let's hit these guys. Wait, what's the withdraw? He doesn't have a chrysalis inside of him, does he? No, I don't see anything like that. Okay. Stormalander. There's a lot of great targets for your, what's it called? Chain Lightning. Alright. And now, Maxine, do we have any options to get in range for a backstab? Not that I see yet, but we could have Hickey walk up here. Hickey's going to do, like, cumulatively, that's 9 points of damage just by walking around. And now, you're going to knock that one out to hopefully clear the path for Maxine to slip her dagger. Wait, can we not? Hold on. We should be able to walk into that square now. Patikin. Yes, Maxine can. Ish. Oh, yep, here we go. This is what I wanted. So, Maxine is going to come in here. And then backstab. Okay, scaly one. Yeah, we're definitely going to grab the plus 10 accuracy and just put one right between this guy's beady little insect eyes. All we've got now is the chrysalises, and they are emerging. Hey, Stormlander, how does your chain lightning feel about multiple targets? Oh, the warding ate up the last shot. That's okay. Hey, Solid Chrome Hickey. Just hit that with your staff. Oh, I think Hickey might level up. Oh! Scaly one leveled up, though. So, Scaly one, if you happen to be in chat, do speak up. But otherwise, we're going to move ahead. So, what are Scaly one's current abilities? Yeah, piercing shots and... Yeah, we took piercing shots plus 2 pierce and plus 1 shred. So, Scaly 1 is very, very good at, like, slipping between, like, plates of armor. I feel like Maxine has Quelling Moss under control. Yeah, I think Sharpshooter for, Scaly 1. Torch, lights and fires. I don't think we're gonna put this torch onto anybody. I mean, technically, we could do Diesel, but I'd rather have the spell thread in case we want to upgrade somebody. Hey, look what I found! I don't know who that is. No clue to the people who built this place. I got this lid open myself. I think it's more of the statue. The middle piece, right? The torso? If that's the torso, it must have been about twice my height. It probably fit into one of these alcoves. Let's go look in these other chests. We should learn as much as we can about this place. Look at the size of the chest, though. I take it back. Like, it's not that I take it back. I'm just saying now I understand why Stormlander needed them to have, like, 3 people open it. Doesn't it bother anyone else that the statue was stored in 3 separate... Found it! Here's the head. Oh, wow. Gosh darn it. Scaly one is, mid mix. It's like... No, I can't do it. Head day or something. Oh, I found a head, too. I mean, a stone head, not an actual head. That would be gross. Yours is stone head, too, right? So she's lost some... Remember last episode she lost some, goofball? She's still got some in there. Later. Are you sure this is a good idea? Hold on, everybody! Sorry, I didn't mean to yell, but... I'm just saying that if the person on the team who is currently withering away to a necromantic curse says, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea... We could afford to listen to her, is all I'm saying. I feel like Maxine has some experiences with questionable decisions. I will say, because this is very important, from a gameplay perspective, Maxine's dagger rocks the house. Like, you can see how frequently it's being used, not to mention the poison. But, yeah, no, let's continue on. Fascinating. These stones have been shaped so that either could sit atop the torso. So the question is, which head do we use? So it does look, this might be a vote. There's a frog head and a ram head. Okay, yes. No, this is it. 100% a vote. 100%. Poll. Let's see. Which? Or sorry. Yeah, well, let's put this in. How to proceed? Question mark. Number 1, frog's head. Number 2, ram's head. Number 3, leave it alone. And we shall start the poll. Okay. So let me make sure I don't accidentally click on it. Yeah. I will be very, very interested to see what people vote for. Oh, and while people vote, I'm stretching. If you guys remember back to like the early episodes, this was the toughest campaign that we've had so far. Like, we've had characters come close to death. We've had characters lose their hit points and like take a, I don't even want to call it a penalty. Like it's sort of like a life evolving event for them, but we've never had two. And I only bring that up because the last couple combats have been like, we've done really well. I mean, Patikin is just a damage magnet right now. It could be because he's currently playing the Dead Space remake and he's getting a little bit of Isaac Clarke in him. Isaac Clarke also knows how to just take a grievous amount of personal injury. But yeah, so far nobody has died, like actually lost their life. And it'll be very interesting when we do the next campaign to see if we can continue to keep that lucky streak going. Because do you remember the combat where it was like the party split and it was Blobbity Bard and Lady B on one side and it was like Patikin, Maxine, I'm trying to remember who else was there. It might have been Solid Chrome Hickey was over there, and like I earnestly thought we were gonna lose the party. I thought this is it. Like we're gonna find out because we didn't even. I think that was the entire party at the time too. I thought we're gonna find out what happens if you just TPK in this game, and somehow made it out. Like Patikin and Maxine both had their brushes with death. Oh wow! A unanimous vote for Ram's Head. Let's hit it. Here we go. Ka-chink. Looks good to me. Wow. Centuries I have waited, trapped in the darkness, and you have freed me. Huh. One day I shall repay the debt I owe you. Well, that was unexpected. Bet you're glad we messed with the thing there, right, Maxine? I doubt it very much. Could still turn out badly. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. And who better to be pessimistic about, like, screwing around with things than Maxine? I mean, Maxine has had a hard Scrabble run of this campaign. She's incredibly unique and very, very well suited to the dark task ahead of her, but also might look around at her friends and say, I've taken this on, so you don't have to. Okay, so the Scorier's got some extra armor. Not a fan of that, but it does happen. And yes, we shall find as many items as we can. Okay, who is not assigned a task? Stormalander is not. And we cannot scout here. I do think that we should break up Blobbity Bard and Elsie. Oh, but by the way, we have to have a serious think about who's going to the final battle. It's going to be Blobbity Bard, Lady B, Hickey, Elsie, and Stormlander, maybe? I hate to leave Drienne out, but I feel like Stormlander's been in it the whole time. Yeah, we'll see in a minute, but yeah, we'll just let this ride for a second. But like, there's certain characters that have been in it. So we do have an incursion starting soon. Thorough delving has proven rewarding. Heartwoods and fabrics, and a Moon Willow ring, 4+ speed. So yeah, no, Blobbity is not going to give up his stunt chance, not for anyone and anything. Maxine always benefits from a little bit of speed. Elsie would benefit from some speed. Yeah, for the same reasons that Blobbity does. No real ranged attack. So yeah, let's go with Elsie on this one. And Elsie does have a ranged attack, but nonetheless, oh, the infection is spreading again. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay, so think for a second. We want to... So I'm just looking at 48 days until the next incursion. I think it's time to do this part. So let's queue up who's going to come on the scouting mission. It's going to be... Oh, Maxine! No, Maxine, not Stormlander. It should be Maxine, because Maxine's been actually in it longer than Stormlander. Okay, so who do we have? Who do we have come? Certainly Blobbity, Lady B, Hickey, Elsie. Elsie's a story character. Like, she has to be there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Patikin, thank you so much for the raid. And everybody coming over. Hello to Patikin, Moo. Everybody else raiding over. Grumpy got left behind, but is here now as well. Yeah, you guys, this is, as far as we know, the finale episode of the campaign, and we are actually just choosing who's going to be in that final campaign. So it's certainly going to be Blobbity, Lady B and her sister, and her brother, rather. Elsie has all the story reason in the world to be there, and I think Maxine. I was going to say Stormlander, but Maxine's actually been in it longer, unless I... am wrong. Like, how old is Maxine at this point? 59. Yeah, Stormlander is only in his 40s. Yeah, age 44. Yeah. So that should be the party to do this. Let's go. And then Patikin really took a wallop. I do not think... Yeah, Patikin, your character did some awesome work, but also took 2/3 of his health. So we're gonna have Patikin. Is there a place that he can go rest? Fortifications, windmill. Oh, he would be able to rest here, I think. I'm pretty sure. Let's have Patikin. Stop. Gather there. Okay, and then everybody else comes up here. So anybody that's not currently assigned comes to join the scout. So yeah, Luca, Loki, and Drienne are there. Is it these guys? I think it is. Revealed. Okay, yeah, let's... Wow. I kind of want to do the patrol, but I don't know that we have time anymore. Okay, I'm so sorry. Who is on their way here? Stormlander was. Was Diesel and Scaly One? Was that it? Was that the party? I feel so. Yes. Okay, and Patikin, you just rest for a second. Okay, I was hoping that he'd get like a ×2 bonus, because there are like towns where like you can heal faster, but let's just let Patikin like get his lives back. Moo is saying that's why Patikin is rating with one viewer. Everyone always gets left behind. I wonder why. I've been left behind on certain raids as well. And it doesn't seem to matter if you're currently like... When we raid someplace, I usually try to remember to like remove the like referral raid tag so that it counts as like a full-on view. But even if I forget to do that, it frequently, not frequently, sometimes just like leaves behind. Okay, we're just advancing, yes? Okay, here comes the attack. Here's a thought. There's a lot of Salamander dialogue in this one. I'm sorry that he's not here. Here's a thought. Maybe Windy Helm Watermill isn't as dangerous as we believed. Crick. Creak. Crash! Oh, bye, Stormlander. Huh? Where'd Stormlander... Down here. Stormlander's step has broken the hidden covering of a hunting pit, and he's fallen, scuffing and scraping into a dark, rocky hole. Well, what happened? How far down are you? Oh, far enough. I can hardly think this pit's coincidentally placed and obscured along the path, which means a greater danger is likely near. I haven't had to do any Luca Loki since he became a dog, so... Oh boy. We're close to where those things were spotted. If this is a trap, might be risky to try to get him out. Oh, community vote. Here we go. So, poll. How should they help Stormlander? Question mark. Number 1, Scaly one jumps down. Number 2, Diesel. Hold on. Diesel ties a rope, or Luca Loki leaves him as bait. Okay, how about makes him bait? Okay, we can fit that. Okay, yeah, this is the very definition of a community vote. So, Patikin, I didn't want to look too much at it. Like, I've played... So, Patikin was playing... Oh, and let's do a shout-out. Let's do some shout-outs while we wait. Sorry, I think that we can do this. Shout-out Patikin. Shout-out Moo. Shout-out Grumpy. I think... If I'm missing... Oh, you know what? Let's... if anybody asks... Like, we might do another one if he comes in. Let's do a shout-out for regular Salamander as well. Patikin was playing the Dead Space remake, and I played the original Dead Space, and then I watched the original Dead Space again when Mia played it. So I have a relatively contemporary memory of the game. And, yeah, Patikin... You are absolutely right. And then, like, Grumpy was saying the same thing. That game looks astounding. Like, I was just looking at the detail on Isaac's suit. It is really impressive. It's just, like, here's an example. Like, if anybody's not familiar with Dead Space, I'm not going to say any spoilers here. One of the big things that Dead Space did from a design perspective is that the interface is in the world. Either it is visually represented on your character in some way that is readable to you as a player, but also feels kind of appropriate for, like, the universe. Like, it seems like part of the design of how the world is put together, or your character, like, projects it into the world in the form of, like, a hologram or something. So you have the functionality, but it's very, like, physically present. Just the dials on Isaac's suit are so carefully articulated, they look like physical objects. So everybody was voting for Diesel to tie the rope. Hold on a moment, Stormlander! They enter the near wood and strip some long vines and boughs. They're able to knot them together. They lower the makeshift rope to Stormlander, who looks at it suspiciously. And he's able to climb back up. Why are you so angry? What is he mad at? Come on, then. Let's forget this ever happened. Oh, and there we go. Okay, it was successful, and Stormlander, nobody had anything bad happen to them. So, this is a lot of guys, including a true Gorgon. Alright. But a lot of guys are Drien's specialty. So let's interfuse with this wagon, or cart. And let's Splinter Blast both of these guys. I always stop to double check that we're not, like, hitting any of our own guys. I probably should have interfused with the second thing because we could have done that, but... Okay. Stormlander. Yeah, this is a guaranteed hit. Now, before I do this, do we have any way to strip off some of that? We don't have Maxine here to, like, bone claw this guy. But Luca Loki, you have, like, a bite, don't you? Oh, it's just a bite. Okay. It's still bite. Bite. And then... Oh, Jump Jaw. I kind of want to put that down over here. The raccoon has a ranged attack. Let's put the Jump Jaw... But I do also really want to hit this guy. Yeah, hold on. If we can do this with Luca Loki, then we're done with this. Good. Okay, Gorgon down. Well worth it. Okay, Scaly One. Scaly One is the sniper of this game. She's fully kitted out to do a lot of damage at extreme range. Okay, this is going well so far. Stormlander, let's have you come up here and wall with Luca Loki, but we don't... Yeah, no, we want you up here then, because then you can hit that Geist. That was not a particularly likely hit. It was 57%, and he landed it where it counted. And now Diesel. Oh, we could have done Spirit Chase. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Diesel has Shadowcat. For anybody joining, Diesel Jones got a Shadowcat. You can see him right there. It's not as cool as a... By the way, Patikan, has anybody told you that your duck has an alarming quack? Have we shared that with you yet? It's actually a super good skill. Okay, yeah. Diesel can wall here. 28%. I don't like those odds. How about 83%? All right. Luca Loki. Let's have you come around back of this guy. Bite him. And then hit him with your scythe. The double attacks from Luca Loki at close range are pretty cool. Stormlander. Let's have you... We want to set up for a backstab if we can do it. So let's move back here. And then shock him. Okay. Now, all of this green goo here... this was actually reworked in a recent patch, so I don't know how much different it is. We don't want to walk through the corruption if we can avoid it. So let's try to move carefully around the edges. Yeah, Patikan, seriously. Your Ductican has an alarming quack. It's a swift action, and it allows Patikan to dodge the next... any ranged attack against him. The first ranged attack in that round, and he can do it... The alarming quack can come in every round, as far as I can tell. Okay, so Drien... Yeah. We're always saying that Drien doesn't need to have some speed, and then I very much want them to have speed. Okay. Stormlander. Let's open with you. Although, hold on. If we can possibly... Who can do it? It's Shadowcat. So, yes, Diesel. strip off this guy's warding. And I know that we gave up his stealth attack for that. That's fine, because now Stormalander can do this and get a guaranteed hit. Drienne. Wait, what happened to Drienne? Pinned. Okay, I missed the part where that happened. Let's interfuse with this barrel. And that's all they can reach right now. Let's see if we can shackle that guy, because I really think this Gorgon is going to be dead in a second. Okay, so the row is pinned, and the row doesn't have any sort of ranged attack, so we could disregard that character for now. But Diesel, let's take your shot. Oh, we're too close. Let's move one back then, and then take your shot. Luca Loki. So this is going to shred some of Luca Loki's magic, but it's only 1 point, and I think it's going to be fine. So it's going to ask me if I'm sure. Yeah, Luca Loki will get that back next turn. Let's swap out for the bow. Okay. There's only one character left, and it's Scaly One. We can disregard the row. It can't do anything to us. To any extent that we can get into like a backstabby sort of position on the Bogmore and the Bartoth. Bogmore and Bartoth, premiering this fall in the CW. We're going to wait right here. Nice. Okay. We made it through that okay. Drienne. So Drienne can get to here, and that allows him... You can tell by the dark blue squares where Drienne can, like, interfuse from a position. So Drienne comes here, interfuses with this chair, and hopefully Splinter Blast... You notice that I really like Splinter Blast as an ability. Like, it not only does pretty solid damage, but also removes physical armor. Like that. Oh, because the Bartoth... Sorry, Bogmore made it out, but the Bartoth just lost 3 points of armor and took 3 damage on top of it. So, it was a good call, I think. Stormalander can come here. Thunderstomp this guy. Yep. And now Chain Lightning this guy. Okay, nonetheless, I'll take it. Diesel. I think we're really going to engage with these guys at range. So Diesel actually has a really long range on his attacks. So let's just have him come over here. All right, that guy just barfs corruption all over the place. Luca Loki. We're going to come up here, but I think we're probably going to Silk Step with you. Oh, well, that is a lot of, Oh, no, you know what? We want to Jump Jaw, like, right here, because I think if that guy charges, he has to pass through it. And then, let's Silk Step out of the way. We get invisibility, and Scaly One... That is a lot of damage, and it's a guaranteed hit. I don't know if I want Scaly One to... Yeah, let's draw back a touch, and then we're actually going to take this shot. Oh, hello to Club! Club, thank you so much for the research. It's been 35 months. Sir, thank you very much. I hope that your February has gone very well, and you had a nice weekend. This was not a work day for me, but it was for many, many, many others. Next Monday, a lot of people in the United States, not everyone, but a bunch will have off. I doubt that was the case where you are, so I just hope you had a great Monday, and hopefully a very nice weekend. We are in... You know, we don't have a Club character in this game. Club, if you were ever around on Monday evenings right around this time, I guess this is the end of this particular campaign, but it would be awesome to have a Club character that joined everybody. Okay, Stormlander. Let's electroshock this guy. Okay, that was blocked. Diesel. We are going to have to deal with the Roe, but the Bartoth is so much more dangerous that we're going to focus on that for now. Let's move up and around here. Take our shot. And Scaly One. Yeah, so Scaly One, this is... Oh, whoops. That's... I thought I was Scaly One. Nonetheless. Yeah, Club, I'm not sure if you've ever seen Wildermyth. You may have, because you're... You know, you stop in a bunch. But, yeah, we've got a character here who's a werewolf. Think of, like... I really don't know that I can call it, like, Fantasy XCOM, because it's much more... It's not as in-depth as XCOM is on the tactics side of things, but it has a lot more storytelling going on, which is the thing that I like about it. Okay, is that the end? Hopefully... Yes! Crowfeather Necklace. 0.8 warding. Luca Loki is very, well, then again, the magic damage can be very remote as well. I think we'll probably give it to Elsie, because as a warrior, she will really benefit from any sort of defenses that we can give her. I am not opposed to giving it to Drienne either. But Drienne already has 4 points and Elsie has 1, so let's give it to Elsie. Club is saying some people are Diesels the absolute freaking worst. Is that, like, I assume that working in the medical field, you see the absolute worst sides of people. A, because they're in pain. B, because I think that sometimes people are not honest with either their medical conditions or... oh, from the movie Bullet Train. That's a recent release, isn't it? That just came out like the end of last year, didn't it? Crowfeather Necklace. Yeah, I actually like how it looks too. We don't get to play a lot of style in this game, but... Done. Okay. And that's the map. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to hit it. Let's investigate thoroughly. I'm going to have everybody do it. And Patikin is still healing up, just at regular 1x speed, but that's fine. Now, the next incursion happens in 41 days. We're going to do everything we can to stop it from happening as well. Oh, Solid Chrome Hickey says it just came to Netflix. We're going to watch it. Club, thank you for the mention, and Solid Chrome Hickey, thanks for letting me know. We will definitely watch that. Play. This pocket of wilderness has long been considered too remote to matter on maps. Yeah, Club, if you're not familiar, like, there's sort of like a structured campaign, but a lot of the adventures that happen between the beginning, middle, and end points are sort of like procedurally generated and randomized, so it's very unpredictable in terms of what will ever happen in a campaign of Wildermyth. But here we're reaching the end of the campaign, so this is probably one of the more scripted moments. Patikin says it did not come out in Belgium, where he is. I need to see where it's actually available. Can you VPN it at all, Patikin? Or Club, for that matter? Not to mention, it is exceedingly craggy. The mountains don't have names. Thin fog stains the sunlight pink and leaves a faint taste of salt on licked lips. Hickey follows what appears to be a slice made by snowmelt, narrow and twisting round the granite hips of these mute giants. It is a surprise to him when he climbs up again onto a wide, level field. But on the far side, a cliff. But before that, a light-modeled tower. That's gotta be it, I guess. Now watch, we won't be able to open it.
I find it beautiful, but then it is one of the few new sights I have beheld in 100 years.
Guess we should assemble here first before we try and get in. Yeah, concern is just, if we believe the story, which we'd better at this point, then there's probably something already sealed inside. Have to be ready for that. Open the Tower of 5 Locks. So, okay, so we have 30 days. Can we... Club recommends it to everybody. I will absolutely watch that. I love recommendations. Club watched Bullet Train in cinema. Stare did not enjoy it at all, and I was into it the entire time. I have had that experience of like being the one who's like really into it, and like people that I go with are less so. I prefer that to the... Well, that's a bummer in its own right. It bothers me if everybody else enjoyed something and I, like, really didn't. Like, I can think of a couple of movies where I felt like all I had were complaints, but didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to, like, tear down anybody else's enjoyment. So, I'm glad that you liked it, Club. I will definitely look forward to seeing it. We're trying to wrap up Sandman. Thought that I might, like, on Netflix. Thought that I might have a chance to finish that this weekend, but we got just real busy with other stuff. Okay, let's... So can we patrol in the time that we have? Okay, wait, what the hell is everybody else doing? Not Patikin. Everybody else. 20 days to complete. Yes, we can. Okay, let's go. And Patikin is healing. Yeah, Patikin really... He took a lot of damage. Play. Club is saying Sandman is so good as well. I will say, so like, Jab, who's in Chatted Sponge, had said that he was particularly like fond of one episode, which I won't specify here, and I agreed with him on that episode. We've seen 2 beyond that, and I feel like in the later episodes of the first season, it sort of like springs a bunch of new stuff on you. But I'm not sure that that's a bad thing, because we were talking about it here, and my producer was saying, like, would it have been better if it was more like The Witcher, where it just, like, throws a huge amount of stuff at you all the time, and you don't know what any of it's supposed to mean. And that was a really good point. The Club was asking if it was with death. Yes. That was the one. That was a very, very strong episode. It was almost like 2 separate stories were folded into that one, and they were both really good. Okay, we got some rewards. Stormflint Talisman. Oh, potency. Drienne. 100% Drienne. Even if Drienne's not in there, Drienne gets the potency charms. That's what they do. I've been waiting on that. And... I guess what we could do here is, like, we don't know where the incursion might go, so we can have these guys prepare defenses for now. Let's do that. Done. And you might wonder why Patikin's not... Okay, well, now Patikin can prepare defenses. You don't heal as quickly if you do that. Okay, the patrol is done. Dismiss. Okay, I have effectively never reloaded the game for any particular reason, but still, I feel drawn to laying down a save, just to be on the safe side. I also really liked... So, bar or diner, Club, because... I can think of an episode with a bar or a diner. Diner. Yeah, the diner one was also really good. If you stop to think about the number of times that you watch something like Sandman on Netflix and you see all of those performances by people who, at least I've never seen anyone in Sandman before. I don't recognize a single actor, and they're all so... Okay, that's not true. Charles Dance. I mean, yeah. But, like, everybody else in it, I don't feel like I've ever seen before, and all of them are so good. Club has seen the actress for Death. I Like, I might have. I'm not always very good at recognizing people, but did not look familiar to me. I also have to say, the person playing Desire, forgive my language, fucking nails it. Like, if you think to your head, what would the manifestation, the human embodiment of the concept of desire look like? Yep, there you go. Wait, Game of Thrones Brienne of Tarth. That's not... Maybe I'm turned around. Because... Hold on, that's confusing because I don't remember the name of the actor who plays Brienne of Tarth, but that is a very different person than... Maybe I have to finish Sandman. Gwendolyn Christie. I will have to finish the season club because this might be... Maybe I'm turned around on which character I'm thinking of as Death. But the character that I perceived as Death is definitely not Gwendolyn Christie. I'm going to have to maybe see the rest of the season through or something. Let's do the assault. We're ready. That's it. Sleeping in the shadow of the Kioran Tower is a weird comfort. Hey, know what? Reminds me of our first camp together, chasing Blobbity Bard and that stupid book. Oh God, I don't have Lady B ready. And things have been great ever since. Yeah, sorry. It's sad all that's happened, but it's good to remember too. Yeah, and here we are with this book again. I swear I remember translating these pages, but I had no clue they'd ever be significant. Well, read it out loud one more time. Keep it fresh. Silver ink gleams on red pages in the firelight. I feel like I would definitely recognize Gwendolyn Christie. Can I just... What a waste it was to... Oh, really? Okay, I take it back. Sorry. Club has corrected which character Gwendolyn Christie is. I did not recognize her. Club. I was about to say I would have recognized her, and I've seen that episode and absolutely did not recognize her. She was very good in that. Yeah, okay. Gwendolyn Christie, yeah, but what I was about to say, what a waste for Gwendolyn Christie in Star Wars. Like, she's so... Like, we were just talking about Brienne of Tarth, the role that she plays in Sandman, and then in Star Wars, she's just like Silver Stormtrooper. Like, she has like a name and an action figure and does fuck all. It was very disappointing to me. Anyway, blasted into the founding stone, the runic script of our entwined souls, smoky words that would elude even the most dream-fluent and wishing-wise, and any who did not share my blood or my wife's, so the seal was made sure. I really want to apologize again, everybody. I can't do accents. I'm doing the best approximation I have, and the goal is to laugh at me for being bad at accents. Thereafter, a tower did we raise, our tower of locks. From within, no being could go without, and from without, no being within, save when, by our will, the door were unbarred. In the morning, they gather at the tower's foot. This is Elsie. If everyone's ready, time we give this a go. I can't lift it. Just doesn't budge. Too heavy? Kick. Well, we need it to budge. That's the spell, I guess. It just works too well. Honestly, this was always a pretty obvious flaw in our plan. Just hoped. Well, we could ask. What? Ask, you said? Mom used to tell us, you'll never receive the answer you want if you never ask the question. Ask who? Hickey gazes into the mist. That should have been the title of this episode. Kiorans, ancient ones, you who made this place, we humbly wish you to hear us. They might be a little reluctant to answer to ancient ones. I would be. I like how cynical Maxine is becoming. Club has not watched Star Wars. I watched the first 6 movies, never bothered with the latest. I personally feel that is a safe decision to have made. I will say, at least season 1 of The Mandalorian was a lot of fun. And that's all the Star Wars I've seen? Have we seen any other Star Wars? Why do I feel like I've seen more Star Wars than that? Anyway, we'll circle back to that. You were sorcerers, right? Your spirits might linger here. Listen to me if you can at all. We understand your will was to keep this door closed forever, and we respect that, I think. But the thing is, we need to get in. See, we've got our own monsters to deal with. Or, actually, they were your monsters first. Maybe we're not your descendants, but we are inheritors of your suffering. So please, lend us the magic you married to these rocks. Your legacy isn't down to its last bloom. Not yet. So please. Hickey throws his weight into lifting the bar from its brackets, but it practically flies up at his touch. Yag! Club wanted to watch Mandalorian and Obi-Wan. Solid Chrome Hickey says, Andor's excellent. Yes, I've heard that, but not seen it. But you should watch Rogue One first. Yeah, Rogue One, Club, for what it's worth, is a standalone movie that, like, you don't need to be familiar with any of the ones you haven't seen. Let's say that. Clatter. Hold on. Hickey went completely down. Hop. Yeah. See how easy that was? Not to me, it wasn't. Oh, I didn't get a chance to try it. I wonder if... So then, they must have heard me. Is that really it? What else could it be? I'm stronger than him, so... Oh. Okay. So, let's put this up for a poll. Hold on. /poll. I'm not even sure, like, if there's something in there, better we don't give it time to wake up, or softly now, little birds, I shall paint your wings with shadows, but have a care. Okay, so, how to proceed. Number 1 is go in immediately, or, prepare cautiously. So we will put that up for a vote. Club, it sounds like might be heading out to go watch Peaky Blinders. I've heard good things about Peaky Blinders, but have not seen even a frame of it just yet. Club says that he'll check it out maybe one day. Yeah, Rogue One is... It was an interesting experiment that has a couple plot points that I find it difficult to choose to ignore, but I really enjoy it in theory and mostly in actuality. You know, I don't want to get real specific about, like, breaking down the elements of Rogue One that I found a little bit wanting. But yeah, Club, if you are on your way out, thank you so much for the resubscription. I hope you have a great evening, and I hope you're doing well. So it is worth noting that if we go in quickly, we'll get haste and insight, or maybe only Lady B will, or if we follow Mothman's plan, then we'll get stealth and stoicism. Or again, maybe only Hickey will. It's not 100% clear. But I feel like the not 100% clear is part of the design. Here, like, oftentimes you're not even given a sense of what the bonuses might be. Here, I believe it's going to apply to everybody. And were I to guess, haste would mean that, like, within the first 3 turns, we get to move an extra square or 2. Stealth probably means that everybody starts stealth, like starts in the Gray Plane. I feel like we're doing pretty good on time, too. Oh, I'm stretching. I wonder... I very much hope that we get a chance to revisit with Maxine in a later campaign, because I am so curious. The ongoing... Oh, no, it was a tie. Okay, well, we always settle ties with our 4-sided die. Where is it? Right here. Okay, so 1 and 2 will be go in immediately. 3 and 4 will be stealthy and carefully. That is a 3. Stealth and stoicism. Yep, begin in the Gray Plane. All heroes get +1 armor and warding. And we're gonna need it. That is a lot of guys, including a Dunavir. We've never seen one of these. A Hulk stalks these halls, wrapped in a tattered weave, drifting in a cloud of paper shred whispers. Okay, this is a sizable tower. I feel like Lady B is a... Or do we want to hold off on Lady B? Because Lady B, like, she's going to cook right through a lot of these guys if we give her the opportunity to do so. Ah, here we go. Yeah, so we are not in range of those guys. What we can do is interfuse with some of the things that are closer to the party and get set up for next round. Okay, Elsie can come down here and set up a guardian if they come nearer. Hickey, let's wall with your sister, actually. They get a special bonus, don't they? Relationships. Yeah, we're at maximum sibling. Plus 30 block when walling with Lady B. Yes. All right, so let's have Hickey be there. If they come too close, he's going to, like, his aura will trigger. And let's also have him interfuse with something like this altar. And then maybe this. We have to think about, like, what the Thrixl might try to interfuse with. So we're setting up some defensive positions here. Now, Maxine. Maxine, we'd really like to get into stabbing position. I'm going to risk having Maxine sidle up over here. And then I don't want to go too far, but we could also get ready to throw some quelling moss. Let's... Yeah, if anybody comes near Maxine. And then Blobbity Bard. I think Blobbity Bard comes here next to Hickey. Well, this is the first time we've had Blobbity Bard in the episode. Okay, I don't know why Maxine's mind-wormed. Okay, I don't like this. Blobbity Bard, are you feeling okay? I just don't remember mind-wormed. Take damage every turn until you remove the mind worm. Okay, well then let's do that. Let me think for a second. Hickey. Oh, I guess Blobbity Bard has to do it. And can you hit this guy? Okay, Lady B is now extra damagey. Yeah, let's have Lady B come down here. We're going to interfuse with another thing. And then we're going to Wither Bolt this guy. And I think it's really going to hurt. No, that's a triple kill. Okay. All right. I feel like Elsie wants to run over here. That is many guys. Screw it. Okay. So, we have the first enemy that we very much want to get Maxine around behind. Alternatively, we can throw the Quelling Moss in here and start these guys up. Yeah, let's definitely poison the Dunavir. Awesome! We got all three of them. If we don't even go into that room, it'll be a while before they recover from that. So let's have Hickey take some cover behind this stone. Partial cover. And there's not actually a lot else for him to do right now. We'll just say done. Okay, Maxine got Dream Trap, but that's good. It means no one else can attack her this round. Okay. A, let's take out the Mind Worm so I don't forget. B, let's do a Thundering Challenge on all those guys. So now they have to move away from her. And yeah, the other two will now move away. Okay. Lady B. I didn't actually... I was looking. I didn't mean to do that. Nonetheless, if we can do the Witherbolt in there. All right, that took out 2 of the eggs, which is good. And it really messed that guy up. The Kinestend, rather. Not feeling too good. Let's have Hickey come here and wall with his sister. Yeah. And then I think that we are going to compel this bard to walk into the fire. Yeah, he's not going to take any damage from it yet, but it shaves off a couple of his warding points for this turn. Now, Blobby Bard has some newfound speed, and I like it. So let's bring Blobby Bard in here. And Swellsong is for this turn. Yeah, we've already taken a bunch of attacks, so let's wait on that. Let's kill the Seeker. I don't even know what that dude does yet. Okay, Hickey got a big block. The Dweavers are running away. Okay. Elsie, hit this guy. Wait. Swap. Okay, yeah, hit this guy with your sword. I actually don't know why that went past his armor. But let's do it again, since we can do that. That time a bunch got blocked. Oh, it did... Sorry, it didn't go past his armor, it just overwhelmed his armor. And we didn't knock any off, because that's not one of her abilities. Hickey can instantly kill this guy by just walking near him. So let's do that. And then I kind of like using compulsion to force that guy to walk into the fire some more. Yeah. Blobbity Bard. Let's have you go here and kill this other bard. He's not a Blobbity Bard, so we don't like him very much. And now Lady B. So, anytime we can interfuse with something with Lady B, we want to do it. Yeah, because she ranks up with all of her every interfusion that she does. All right, so that splits the nightmares. Awesome. That dude in there died of his poison. Oh, Lady B helped out Hickey. She said, "I got your back." I don't know what it's doing. Okay, Blobbity Bard. Let's hit this guy. Oh, wait, let's do Swell Song. And hit him. Lit everybody on fire. Okay. Now, Lady B has a few different targets in here, but I think that what we're going to do is move up next to Maxine. Can we get her free? Or does that... Oh, that ends her turn. Yeah, I don't think that we can do that right now. Yeah, we're not in range of that. Okay. Well, let's kill this Dweaver if we can. Okay. Hickey can, just by walking up here, I think, like, really... the Dream Chrysalis goes away. That's not Hickey, is it? Okay. The Dream Chrysalis might just be dead on its own. I feel like walling with his sister is working out really well. We can't really compel the egg because it can't move. I mean, we could. Yeah, let's have Hickey save Maxine. And now it's Maxine's turn. So, let's... I want to throw some more Quelling Moss on that guy is what I want to do. Yeah. Because we already took away... Maxine already drained half that guy's lives, and we haven't even laid a finger on him. Okay. Hickey. Go hit this guy with your staff. And also your power. Oh, Hickey just knocked him right out. We were setting up for a backstab. Okay, Maxine, come over here and just slide your knife right into this thing. All right, so it's now also poisoned. I don't believe anybody's going to be up there. So, Elsie, you can come down here. I love how far Elsie can move right now. And Blobbity Bard can come up here and finish the backstab of it. Lady B, go ahead and Wither Bolt that guy. It should now die in the fire. One of the eggs has successfully hatched. It's a Thrusk. I feel like Maxine is not going to have any difficulty putting it down. It's just a baby after all. Okay. Hickey, come hit this guy. And then... I don't know if there's a lot of things for him to interfuse with that's helpful, but it's nice to be prepared. Let's see where Lady B is going to be. If Lady B can, yeah, get into Wither Smiting range, we're going to have her shoot that guy. I love the rivalry between Lady B and Blobbity-Bard. Oh, that's Elsie again. I have a terrible habit of moving her when I don't mean to. Hey, Blobbity-Bard. Yeah, you're who I wanted. Let's come wall with Elsie. We just don't want to get too flanked here. And yeah, Hickey, come back here and wall with your sister. That way you both get that defense buff. Okay. Blobbity-Bard, you can slip around here. These guys are just Thrixl murderers now. This is great. Lady B can, yeah, come all the way down here. And Witherbolt him. Oh, she's not interfused with anything. That's why she's not like super amped up with damage. I'm gonna Guardian. I gotta say, I'm very curious what's in here. I'm not sure that we want Hickey to go in there by himself, so we're just gonna wait. And... oh, Maxine could potentially flank here. We're gonna move her as far as we can on a single move, and then Silk Step into the doorway. Yes, there are enemies in there. Okay. Lady B, let's... I'm not sure that we need to, like, stress out about interfusing with things right now. I feel like the three of them... like, every time you interfuse and then you attack, the item takes structural damage, so what I'd rather do is get this guy nice and dead, and then interfuse with everything in the room. So that Lady B is, again, at full power. Okay, Hickey, open the door. Cool, cool, cool. Let's interfuse with this. Oh dear. Okay, so we're sort of locked down on what he can do for this turn. And just sort of walk up there, do his damage. And now Maxine, does that count for backstab purposes? It does not. Yeah, it's an aura attack, not a, like, attack. But the poison should finish it off. And that's the floor, I think. All right, Hickey, hopefully you're nearby. We'll probably do Blobbity-Bard first, but get ready. Thunder Oath, a tier 3 greatsword. He loses Fire Sword, and his Fire Sword procced a couple times there and lit everybody on fire. So I really don't want to get rid of that. I don't want him to give up his Great Axe either. A tier 3 greatsword. I'm not sure that I have a home for this. I guess we could replace Patikin's Skull Chiller. I doubt that he'll have an opportunity to use it, but it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, even Elsie's got like a water... Yeah, she's got some nice ones. I don't like replacing elemental or artifact weapons with, like, just regular weapons, even if they're better. Brianna's never gonna use it. Let's salvage it. Get our ingots. Knee pads of cunning, +5 accuracy. That seems like a scaly one thing to me. She's our sniper, right? Okay, Blobby Bard. Blobby Bard is a Blackhorn warrior. Is that maximum level? Is that as high as it goes? I'm not even sure that I know. An upgrade to Wolf Call. I think we're going to do that, because we do Wolf Call all the time. If Blobby Bard ends his turn by moving, he'll automatically enter Guardian. Oh, that one's really good as well. But he's a bard. Like, he inspires people with his voice. I think it's got to be Wolf Call. I feel like that's where he is. Okay, Hickey, you are now a Bronzehorn Mystic. So what of these do you think is pretty cool? Soul Splitting. When Hickey takes damage for each interfused object, 1 point is prevented, and the object takes 2 damage instead. So it's basically... I think Lady B has a version of that. But that's cool because they are siblings. Inspiration. Hickey gives adjacent allies +1 bonus damage and spell damage. Elementalist. Advanced interfusions for fire, wood, and liquid. Or an upgrade to Star Guide. Oh, hold on. This is an upgrade for your pet. Celestial tiles gain +2 warding and +1 armor to heroes standing on them. So that's actually an upgrade for Ogogen, or the celestial tiles that are left behind in Hickey's wake. I try to stand on those as often as possible to get the accuracy bonus. Now, standing on those tiles would also give them magic defense and +1 physical defense as well. So I'm going to wait for a second to see if Hickey has a choice on that. While we're waiting... Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get those ones at chapter's end, but now we've got +2 ingots. That may come up if we get a chance to craft heading into whatever the next battle is. And previous campaigns have had that. Hickey says let's go with Star Guide. I think that's a cool choice. Creeping Silence. Mystic Light. The shadows are crammed with decayed bits of molting. Age-thick air only freshens as a questing draft slips bravely behind them. In another timeline, that might have been our great nemesis. In this one, just a mad hornet in the closet. Pretty sizable for a forger bee. Do you think Iluna knows that we're here? That's her sister. My guess is we'd already be surrounded were that the case.
His fall resounds, like the felling of a mighty redwood. In my head forest it echoes.
I could feel that, like wind on my wings. This disturbance, Ecthis is going to feel it too, I assume?
Whether these walls might muffle such a booming spirit, it is too soon to know. Regardless, the time nears that each bird must find his perch in the storm.
I know you mean well with your talk, but I think there's still a lot to figure out. If we're going to make it through this without losses. Hickey walks past them into the Grand Hall. It's good we managed to claim this place, found it and opened it. All but showed it could do what we wanted it to. Killed the, whatever that was, beast. But see, isn't the hardest part still to come? Getting Ecthis here, convincing her to come inside this tower, and, well, not dying when she inevitably tries to make us die, and then...
Hickey, be calm.
Outside, the mist rubs its pink fur against the cold blue rocks. No sudden threat sparks up.
While the gravity of these problems may just now be weighing on you, I have concentrated almost expressly on constructing solutions. I trusted you all to find this tower, and you did not let me down. Now allow me to ease your burden. Ecthis has hunted me relentlessly for years, has she not? Together, Lady B and I have deflected her gaze with some substantial effort. Now, what is left is merely to let our efforts droop. Leave my winsome face uncowled. Who would you count on to resist me? Resist punching you, maybe? Ah, how pleasant it is to hear an angsty duck relish her crumbs. No, that's Duck Tekin. Oh, look at Lady B! Oh, sick burn that was. Ecthis will come for me. You may have to draw her into the tower, but once inside, I shall exert the sum of my meager powers upon her. She will counter. I should be able to hold her long enough that you can close this door, and when the bar is snugly nested, there will be nothing more she can do to you or anyone else.
Well, but what about... We comb through this floor, the upstairs, the basement, it's clean, it's sealed. These walls, these confines, they will be her prison. For how long will her life here last?
Her life here will be the same as her death, and by that I simply mean it will go on and on, filling every room, possibly without end. And yet, that will be the happiest end for all she loved when love once ruled her.
I do think we have to try talking to her.
I agree. You must try it.
Yes, we'll make an attempt at peace. Even so, you are our friend, and we do trust you.
Of course, of course. Why else would you say so?
Okay, Thrixl Muse. We haven't even seen one of these. A new card is added to their deck. Open the Tower of Locks. Prepare for Ecthis. So I guess we're doing this. Yeah, man, as far as I know. Let's lay down a save. It's never crashed or anything, but that's sort of like what I'm planning around. All right. And yeah, here we go. I'll let them know.
And so, over the fields, as these contests played out, pennants would snap and ripple, blue, gold, silver, and green. It is still my favorite dream, and some of the only memories I have of my parents. How joyful their faces looked to see their joyful boy.
I'm having a... Hey, folks! Lady B and me, we've got the approach and everything. Defenses, possible angles. Finished mostly with our equipment.
And the dawn shall pounce upon us, its unsubtle glare to burn the fallen blood. Like ink into these random rocks, in such script shall our story be spelled.
Possible to delay.
No, dear birds. That she has not already wrought her absolute will, perhaps we can claim the credit. Better we do not risk losing her attention. Better we finish now what we know we must. But I hope you will excuse me a moment. These wings like to feel the clear old moonlight, breathe the mountain night.
Meanwhile, Lady B... Yikes! Wow, we got a huge dump of resources. All right, here it is. Our last opportunity to craft. So, I do think that... Yeah, we've got our maximum... Blobbity Guard. So let's start with armors. Everybody actually already has their armors, so we're fine. So let's upgrade Blobbity Guard to his tier 3 flame sword, because that's the one that he uses the most frequently. I like Silverwinter's Doom. That's a pretty good name. Elsie has a pretty good sword herself. Let's upgrade that. And this is her story quest. So we're gonna go with Ecthis. I'm just Ecthis Breaker. She doesn't think of it as her sister anymore. Ecthis is the enemy. Let's create. Now, can we upgrade the... Oh, we can. Likely do this as well, but let's look really quick because I want to make sure that... Yeah, Maxine is all dagger now. Lady B never needs to hit anything with her mace. Like, she got some use out of that mace before, but she's all wither bolty now. So we've got that done. Hicky's shield cannot be upgraded. The ice shield cannot be updated. So yeah, let's upgrade her crossbow. Craft. I like Frostfang. That's a great name for it. As far as I know... Oh, hello to Stormalander. Sorry, regular Samalander. Samalander, your character's had a lot to say in this episode. We're going to... As far as I know, you don't get anything for, like, having extra crafting materials at the end. But I'm not spending... Yeah, we're not spending any legacy points on it at all. So I'm just not. So that's it. Next, final preparations complete. That's it. By the pre-dawn hour, the Mothman has holed himself inside the tower. Thread by thread, he dismantles the wards that have let them escape notice across flights, fights, and campsites. Ecthis will catch any small glimmer of his presence, he thinks. Too obvious, and they might alert her to something's amiss. Thrixl are close, aren't they? They're here. Already? I don't see a single... They're patient. Taken stock. We look half prepared to fight, which the Mothman said is a good enough ruse. Is that a ruse? Elsie, the battle's only meant to draw her in. Winning really just means surviving for now. Yeah, I know our target. I'm not sure we're any more than half ready. Her heralds will come before her, but if these companions can protect the Mothman long enough, the queen herself may be called to the field. Samlin says, hopefully none of it was too shocking. Well, there were a number of shocks done. We've got an extra unresting one. Survive 5 turns. The Mothman must survive. Wait, Mothman is back there. Okay, now remember that they can teleport to things that they... interfuse with. So we're going to have to watch for that. We need to make sure. We don't want to move too far from the entrance. But Hickey could, yes, come here, interfuse with this log, and then Splinter Blast this guy. Lady B, I want to Wither Snap those guys, so we're going to bring you just a touch forward. Oh, we need to interfuse with things too. Specific things that are, like, back here. We don't want them, again, teleporting back past us. Elsie. I feel like Elsie's... She does have a ranged attack, though. Yeah, let's have Elsie move up next to Lady B and take a shot against whoever we feel is more likely to get dead. It's a pretty good shot with her upgraded crossbow. Maxine. Now, Maxine, I'm going to say, has the most license to roam. Can I Quelling Moss from here? No. Okay, so let's Silk Step. Blobbity Bard is going to Blobbity Guard. He's going to plant himself right inside that doorway and make sure that no one gets past him. Ow. Okay. Lady B, we're going to interfuse with anything or something. Interfuse. And now Witherbolt this guy. And hopefully that'll kill the Scorier. Yes! Oh, just strike him dead. Okay. Hickey can now move back next to Lady B. Interfuse with this barricade. You notice that I didn't do it last turn, because this is gonna hurt this guy, I hope, a whole bunch. Oh, but not Maxine. Yeah, I can't hit both, so let's just hit this guy. Take all that armor off. And now Maxine. So, Maxine could kill the Scorier, but is it better that we... I think we probably should just kill the Scorier. Yeah, we can do that right from where we are. The only thing is that if we bring Maxine down here, she can... Like, this guy doesn't have any armor left, and I do feel like Maxine can kill this guy. Yeah, he just got poisoned. That guy just died. Blobbity Bard. No. Let's have Elsie shoot this guy. Jesus, that was a good shot. Blobbity Bard, you stay right where you are. I learned my lesson during the combat where we had to keep Lady B alive. I know it feels like Blobbity Bard is, like, sitting this one out, but he very much is not. He is holding the line. What's happening here is that their aura is like... Yeah, threatening to stun our guys. Give them mind worms. Okay, so I can't remove the mind worm, which sucks. What we can do is just have Hickey walk right into the... Oh, holy hell. It's really having trouble calculating how much damage Hickey's about to do, but that's cool. And then... Let's... interfuse with this fire and flame leash this guy. Okay. Lady B, if we Witherbolt this guy, will we hit? No, these guys are too far apart. Not necessarily a problem. Oh, wait, can we... Oh, wait, who is mind-wormed? I think Lady B removed her own mind-worm. Is Elsie still mind-wormed? Oh, no, she's only stunned. Well, whatever. There's fewer mind-worms happening here, which is good. Let's interfuse with, like, this fire. And now let's Witherbolt this guy. The fire took a point of damage. Okay, nobody else is down here for Maxine to just shank, so we're going to bring her back up here. And Silk Step, get her ready for her next mission, her next assassination. Blobbity Bard, if we... I do feel like we can afford to move forward here and, yeah, just take that guy right out. Damn it. What turn are we on? Turn 4. Blobbity Bard, remove your mind worm. I'm going to say Swell Song. I feel like we're there. We're going to interfuse with that and that. And then we're going to Wither Bolt this guy. Okay, I guess he's not going to... I guess we're not going to be able to affect anybody else, but... Yeah, Blobbity Bard can't... We could Wind Walk someplace, but that would actually end his turn. So let's just do a Guardian. Elsie, if you move here, we could shoot at this guy, but he's behind cover. So let's actually move all the way up here. And we're going to take a shot at this guy. Awesome. He's hobbled. That's going to really limit how far he can move. Hickey, interfuse with this barricade, because this guy doesn't get cover from a flanking attack. He can still dodge it, though. And Maxine. Yeah, let's have Maxine come up here. Oh, I wouldn't mind... Before we do that... Yeah. I do see that one going for the door. We're not going to let that get any further. Okay, Blobbity Bard. Let's put a stop to this. Wait, that's... I was selecting Lady B, not moving her... Sorry, guys. I gotta do an undo there. That was not what I meant. I was, making sure that I had Lady B selected. Okay. Let's move here. Now we're going to interfuse with the plant. And Witherbolt this guy. And if it chains properly... Oh, nuts. That one got lucky. I think Elsie could come up here. What's the range on Thundering Challenge? In a small area. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Okay, so let's have Elsie move, like... here. And Thundering Challenge, I really was hoping to get both of them. Okay, but this guy is what I want. So now that guy has to move away on his turn, and Elsie can set up a... whatever it's called. Okay, who else do we have? We have Hickey. Hickey can just walk past this guy. And let's interfuse with this brazier. And steal the fire and kill that guy. That leaves us with Maxine. So, Maxine has been spotted, but this guy can't attack right now. So, I think that quelling moss on all those guys feels pretty good. And now Maxine can silk step back. Look at this. She throws a jug of poison at them and then whoosh. There goes the Muse. And he's still poisoned, by the way. A beat of breath, a moment's lull. A weird shudder racks her bones. And then... Elsie knows. My sister's finally home. I'd like to welcome her. Ecthis, Queen of Light, has appeared. There she is. In her sun-rivaling splendor, a soul feels heat. The queen's feet land soft as light, spider-like limbs restlessly dancing to clear her path. She's tall and resplendent, the light pouring from her, an eminence too deep for a single gaze to fully sound, color too luminous for an earthly spectrum to express. Even her voice seems to glow, chromatic and pulsing. Is that little Elsie? Oh, why did you come here, Elsie girl? Poor Elsie. Couldn't you have borne even a single mote of my gift? One tiny star, one spark is all I would have needed. Illuna, stop this! You have the power, don't you? Are they controlling you? We'll take them apart. And I'm just sorry, Illuna, that I was a kid and I couldn't save you. But now... Illuna, look at me. We belong together. We always will. You raised me, and I... Oh, no, Elsie. No, you'll never belong in my world. I experience an existence you can't guess about. That rag you're holding out to me, yes, you call it love, but it's so lightless and gray. If only you could see that. I'm sorry, because I know when all my powers unfurl to bring life to its next plateau, you won't be allowed along. I wish that wasn't so. But now, it's time to smear out the stumble-winged moth whose meddling has turned you from me. Illuna. No, I can't call you that, can I? My sister, she's choking. She's choking in the grip of your hands. I may be simpler and less brave than she was, but she showed me that no matter what random evil fate falls over you, you've got to face it with courage and love. So that's what I'll do. I still love you. Whatever's her in you, I love it so, so much. And as long as I'm breathing and you're standing in front of me, I won't get out of your path. That's fine. We may both stand right here as long as you like, or at least until the day is done. I require very little of you, Elsie. Just let my servants through. Oh, is that really all? You do seem to want that Mothman bad. Well, no. Your bugs aren't getting near him, and neither are you. How can you hope to form a wall when you're so soft, so dull and shapeless like smoke? Damage Ecthis to force her into the tower. Oh, I'm up for it. Okay, there she is. So now we have to push forward. It's going to be Blobby Blard v. the world back here because we have to push everybody else forward. Lady B is our best pusher forwarderer. Let's have Hickey take a little stroll. We call it the Hickey stroll because Blamo, Kerblamo, Bablamo. And now I think that we interfuse with this tree and blow it up. +4 irritated. Okay. Elsie should come wall with Hickey. Or, yeah, no, we can't get to a flanking position. I am thinking that maybe we want to damage her some more. I think she's got the physical armor to do this. I think she'll be okay. Man, these might be famous last words. Okay. Now, Lady B, this could be the big one. Oh, wait, that's Maxine. Well, hold on. Maxine's got some business to do. Yeah, we don't have flanking on anybody. But I think we come up here and stab this bard. Okay. I don't know what to do with Blobby Bard yet, but Lady B is definitely going to come up here and join her brother. Oh, hello to Jelly Buns! Oh, wait, sorry. I don't have the butt emote. Whoa, no! Jelly Buns, what happened to the butt emote? Oh, there was a whole bunch of stuff that happened. Hold on. Okay, Jelly Buns has seen the doctor and got some special cough medicine. I'm very glad for that. Yeah, sorry, Jelly Buns. We're in the middle of, like, the what I think to be the final fight, so sorry that I didn't, welcome you earlier. So, that's Witherbolt. Hold on. We want to interfuse with something if we can. Witherbolt does that. Wild Grasp does nothing. Okay. So, Witherbolt. She is extremely irritated. Your ferocity amounts to nothing. Just the bites of tiny mosquitoes. I feel nothing I don't wish to feel. And even as you say those words, I see you itch to be gone from here. What hope do you have to delay me? I suppose it's all you can do with your doomed life. Okay, that guy's being compelled? What's happening? I don't know what's happening right now. Did Ecthis move? I think Ecthis moved closer to Hickey. Okay, but Blobby Bard? I mean, I guess technically we're, like, trying to get her in there. But Blobby Bard, you come, like, right here. I don't know what's happening. It's not her turn. How is she moving? Guardian. Just kind of hoping the Bard wouldn't be able to move all that far. Oh, Jelly Buns unsubbed to the emote guy because she's been out of work for 2 weeks. I'm sorry for that. I know the situation, like, where you have to, like, make some tough choices. You like, have creators that you really like, but you always do what's best for like, what you gotta do. What is dominated? Hold on, what's dominated? On the enemy turn, this hero will move up to 5 tiles and attack an ally with a melee attack. Will not move through scenery. Adjacent allies can try to remove this effect 1 turn. That's not good. So, Lady B, let's... I really dislike that. Lady B, let's interfuse, and Witherbolt. Blobby Bard, we need to stop that guy from going in, please. It's a pretty good start. Hickey, we can move over here, get some extra armor. That's the upgrade that we just got, and then hit him with your stick. Damn it, Maxine. So, I think that quelling moss is probably... We've got a couple options here. Let's start by moving up here, and then shredding their armor. Ecthis doesn't have any armor right now. Throws a flash cone and blinds enemies and deals 6 magic damage. Yes, let's blind these guys if we can. Can I hit more than just 2 guys? No. So I feel like the more irritated she gets, the more she's being, like, pushed into the tower. I think that's what's happening there. And now Elsie. Well, Elsie's dominated, unfortunately. So I should probably make sure that she's more than 5 squares away. And we're going to shoot that guy. Fudge. Maxine still has an ability. So let's... Yeah, Maxine no longer has a ranged weapon. Well, then, Quelling Moss him. Oh no, Hickey just got dominated. I'm going to do everything I can to complete this before Kyber Shards, but it feels like there's a lot still happening. This is a lot. Jesus. Okay. So Hickey is very dominated. Has lost more than half of his armor. Okay, so let's start with Lady B. Yes, let's try to remove dominated. But Hickey is multi-dominated. This is very bad. Try to remove dominated? Okay, how much? Okay, Hickey's no longer dominated. That's extremely good. Now, Witherbolt. Hopefully this hits Ecthis. I'm not... Well, this will definitely hit Ecthis, so let's do it. Oh, that's alarming. Okay, so let's bring... Yeah, we gotta, like, wall up, because this is bad. We cannot hit Ecthis. Let's switch weapons and see if we can at least kill this guy. Hickey can... interfuse with this rock? Hold on. Hickey, interfuse with the rock, yes. And then throw a discus at Ecthis. Good. She got very irritated by that. Yeah, Zamalander has a sense that this is bad. This is rough. Let's remove Blobby-Blah's Mindworm, and then... hit this guy? Hit him. Okay, that wasn't a stunt. I really would have liked it to have been a stunt. Maxine can... I feel like we gotta keep pushing her in. Let's bitter scratch her. And then stab. Okay, somehow moved the bard on top of Maxine, so I'm not sure how that's gonna resolve itself. Jelly Buns was wondering what I'd be like at a board game with people. Probably less stressed out than I am right now. This is so many guys. Okay, we can do this. She's almost in. Now, an issue is we need to have Maxine be more than 5 tiles away from enemies, or sorry, allies, because otherwise she is going to murder whoever she goes after. Okay. If Maxine can get close enough to Blobbity-Bard, but I don't even think that we can do that. Like, I feel like we've only got one play here, which is coming here. I don't know what to do. Blobbity-Bard? I think what we're gonna do here... Hold on. Yes, we can attack from here. Blobbity-Bard? Hit her. Now Maxine. Oh, she's inside. Does that count? Okay, what I was going to do is Maxine was going to stab her directly in the spine. Like, it was going to be this incredibly potent backstab, but... Not running. Are you really going to give me a fight?
A duel, we would have called it, when I was young and dumb and rash. That is to say, when I was a little more like you.
Words won't harm me, and they certainly won't save your life.
No, indeed. Please understand, they only help me take my beatings a little more bravely.
I came such a long way, devoted so much time, bent so many Thrixl forms to hunting you.
Yes, you did. You are very intrepid. And what do you think now?
Now, I think that I'm never getting out of here, am I?
I am sorry.
Oh, no! Guys, we have to do a community vote, and I haven't even read it yet. An old man can still pay the debts of his careless youth. Fool, if you're able to show me something new, I welcome it. Or, and you say you think sorry makes up for anything. Perhaps not, but I saved the last dance for you, my queen. So everybody read through, because I can't, like, predict on what might happen here. But this is possibly the last story choice that we get to make. So... what do they do? Question mark. 1, show something new, or 2, have the last dance. Start poll. All right, everybody, you you get to vote how the two of these I can't really say ancient nemesis because, like, she's been hunting him for years, but he's been alive for hundreds of years. Like, he's been alive since, like, time immemorial from what we know about him. So while we're going, let me just, like, read back a little bit. So, yeah, Jelly Buns, honestly, I didn't know where the butt emote came from, but... Hey, the person will be around, like, when things sort of, like, settle out again. And then Jelly Bun says, I'm not good at thinking several steps ahead, but I feel like Angel's one of those guys that can sit at a board game and do that. I certainly try. It's one of the things that I'm really enjoying about Marvel Midnight Suns, for example, where it's not about what you're doing right this minute, but about what you need to do in 3 minutes. And I really like that aspect of it. Another example of that is XCOM 2, where as you're going through, you unlock certain abilities that if played, like winning or losing a battle will not come down to what you do, but what order in which you do it, and it's very, very fun to sort of like think ahead there and try to anticipate. But, and by the way, it's not predicting, is it? It's just like thinking about the order of operations and how it's got to go. I'm so glad that we had Blobby Bard like just standing in that doorway. Like, he held back while everybody else went forward. And when you think about it, how thematically awesome that Blobby Bard has consistently been the front line for the entire game, and this time he had to stay back and he had to let everybody else step forward. I love that. Everybody voted to have the last dance. And do you think sorry makes up for anything?
Perhaps not, but I saved the last dance for you, my queen.
She's far more powerful. Oh, this is the narrator. He's far more practiced. In the end, it only matters who's quicker. I don't know what that means. Deafening color, blinding noise. The hall's interior descends into sensory chaos. Ice, ember, flash, shadow, braided into tethers. They bind and drag this world to its oblivion. Elsie, I think we're meant to leave now. But the Mothman looks like he's staying. He had to know. But they're gonna kill him. Look, she's not going to be held. The Mothman's wild-thrown magic sent he and Ecthis careening in a spiral through time and thought. But in the fraction of an instant she had, Ecthis scrabbled to pull her remaining Thrixl round. Now she steadies herself upon them, the way an aerial dancer might balance on the limbs of her front-flying partners. She begins to take mastery. I can feel her bending me. She could prevent us from closing the door. I don't know what's... All right, hurry. We'll kill these drones and get out. The Thrixl encircle him, bladed legs outstretching. Hickey and the others rush to form a wall around the Mothman. They'll cast out Ecthis' underlings a final time. And one of them just drops dead immediately from Hickey's aura. Okay, this is it. Clear the Tower of Thrixl and get out. Maxine is still, what's it called? So... I don't know what to do with that. I feel like... So, we cannot have Maxine attack one of her allies, because she will kill that person. So, let's risk having Maxine just like... Oh, wait. We do have an option. Blobby Bard is her #1 rival. So, if... Yeah, hold on. Elsie doesn't have any relationship with her at all, does she? Kind of. It might work. That did not work. Okay, that's fine. So, that was our swift action. Let's have Elsie... What is this? Cure magic that deals 3/2 damage to Thrixl who step on it. Okay, but not to Elsie. Okay. Let's go up here and take a swing. Darn it. Okay. Blobby Bard. No one is a better rival to Maxine than you are. Hold on. Let me just double check. Oh, no, actually they're confidants. Who is Maxine tight with? Hold on a second. Samalander, and Samalander's not here. Hold on. Relationships. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do our best. Lady B, do you have any... Can you try to remove Dominated? Wait, I'm not sure that we can. Because we have to... Lady B is our closest line to, like, get out. So we have to interfuse with, like... I don't know, that stone, for example. And then Witherbolt him. Sure, that guy. Okay, that was pretty good damage. Now, Solid Chrome Hickey can just walk forward. Yeah, Ecthis is sort of like out. Let's interfuse with this stone and discus. What is with the blocking? Okay. Blobbity Bard, we need your charisma one last time. I need you to remove Dominated. Fudge. Okay. Well, we're gonna come up here and wall with Lady B. And I think we just have to walk Maxine out of here. Like we cannot have her attack an ally. Fine, perfect. She's invulnerable. Okay. Maxine is actually fine. I mean, I'd like to have her with us very, very much, but since we can't, let's move Lady B up. We're going to interfuse where we can. And I would really like for a lot of these guys to be more dead at the end of this. What is happening with the blocks? Okay. Hickey. We got a wall with your sister. Now let's interfuse with these books. And we're going to barrage all these guys. Elsie can, I think, step up here and wall with Hickey. Or actually, should we just draw a line? No, Hickey's already through most of his armor. Let's have her position up in front of Hickey and Guardian. And now it's time for Blobbity Bard. Blobbity Bard can, yeah, wind walk here. And kill this guy. Ah! And I guess we'll set up Guardian now. Okay, we're gonna have to clear that stasis. Yeah, as we kill them near the door, they're spreading that anathema, and they are now having more and more difficulty getting in. So, okay, Elsie, go clear the stasis. Now Maxine can move. Hickey, remove the stasis. Now Lady B can move. Lady B, let's interfuse with, I mean, just anything, really. And yeah, anything that she does ends her turn. So we gotta kill all the guys in here that aren't Ecthis. Okay, Hickey, so Hickey doesn't have any other. We can compel this guy and force him to walk into the fire. There we go. Now, Maxine can quelling moss these guys, but I want to continue to block the doorway, right? Maxine now has... Do we want a silk step? And throw some more poison around? Sure. Okay, Blobbity Bard is now going to, yeah, wall up with these guys. and Guardian. We got to make sure nobody else gets in. Hickey's Compulsion is really good, by the way, when you walk guys directly into the fire. Okay, the blocking is absurd. I'm not calling shenanigans. I'm just like, what is happening? Oh, can't get past us now. This is fine. Okay. This is fine. Lady B. Interfuse with that brazier. Interfuse with that creature banner. And now Witherbolt everyone here. It does up to 3 guys, by the way, but it's just... Okay. Hickey, let's... Yeah, take a walk up next to this guy. And... we're gonna throw another discus here. I like discus because it hits multiple guys, potentially. Okay, Maxine. We can't... Oh, we can get into backstabby position. I'm not too worried about that last nightmare because it's got 1 hit point, and if it moves into any of these sparkly squares, it drops dead. So... Okay, Blobbity Bard. Let's... hit this guy? Yes. Oh! His splash damage took out the other guy, too! Okay, no one else is left in here except for, What's-Her-Face. So... I guess we'll hit this. Stop that from hatching. Now Elsie can come up. Right? Yes. Guardian. And now we just have to get Lady B out. Okay, but this is fine. Lady B, we need you to run. Wow, Lady B has a lot of movement. Yes. Interfuse. Witherbolt. We'll hit more guys if we do this. Okay, Elsie. Well, we might finish just by having Hickey walk out. Like, right? There's nobody else in here, yeah? As her Thrixl drop in several heaps, Ecthis sinks. Radiance all but drowned, she recedes once more into the murk of the Mothman's spell. Drifting. An eerie tranquility floods the hall. The flux of colors is slow and forceful, a lake tide. Both of these immortal beings are like ruins themselves, motionless in prismatic depths. Oh, that's, Elsie. They both lied to us. She's not invincible, and he's no coward. Time to go, Elsie. They emerge from the tower, heaving the door shut on the roiling, bitter miracle inside. Clunk. Lady B sets the bar in its brackets. The stones mumble, a faint gloss rolls across their surfaces, and the Tower of Lock seems to firm. Lady B, they don't seem to think it's over. The Thrixl crowd quiet, clickering and collecting their legs, wings, keeping position in the sky and on the earth. More of them hoard on the edge of the mist in a ghostly rank. Lady B, thanks for being a cure freak. All those years ago, wanted to say that before we both croak. And it's also, because I love you. Who's saying this part? Iluna's out of anyone's reach now. Kill us or not, you bugs can't touch her. Knowingness dawns. Tilts one weird head, then the next. It's the Thrixl equivalent of a sigh. Not audible, but visible in the way their forms relax and expand. The rigidity of purpose fades. And as one, they turn from the tower's face, back towards their own place, perhaps they go. Blobby Bard hit maximum rank. He's the first character to ever do that. Alright, Elsie is now a Bronze Horn Warrior, and we are 8 minutes past time, so we will do what we can to wrap up the... Blobby Bard is so good. I'm so sad that real Blobby Blob wasn't here for the last couple episodes. Let's do an upgrade to Blood Rage. Once per combat while wounded, activate to gain +2 damage and prevent health from dropping to 0 for 1 turn. Lady B is not here. An upgrade to Chaos Whirl. Once per turn as a single action, Lady B targets an enemy, causing it to suck up health from nearby enemies as temp health. Number of enemies. Yeah, we've seen that multiple times, but an upgrade to Soul Splitting, because that's such like that's her core ability, really. They linger around the tower days and nights, proving to themselves that nothing's coming out. Each finds a moment or two to offer whatever private words make sense to them. The fourth such day, they decide, suddenly and as a group, to go. The sun's already low when they embark. It'll be 20 years before anyone returns to the Tower of Locks. Heki will guide a team of volunteers into those mountains. Finding the door still barred and intact, he'll lead the monumental task of burying the place. And that's more or less how things finish. We can't recall every turn of every path or page. Step by step, trails meet and split, are traced in moonlight and the songs that follow. Still, as many wonders as we see on the road, home is often what we long for by the road's end. And while home was never a perfect place... Remember when they stepped in the poop? We were never perfect people. Oh, yep, pig poop. There we go. We treated earnest folks with skepticism. Our curiosity frequently flew us up trees. We couldn't always clamber down alone. Some of us were only unlucky enough to fall into a story. Some chose our paths, not knowing where they'd take us, how deep we'd go into wilderness beyond all we believed. And some carried on in the ashes of love. We claimed what we could from the wreck of childhood, left all but the ghost behind. Yes, and some survive only in yarns. The tales of how this moon rose are as plentiful as the nights we gather. But we'll gather, and we'll tell you them all. Because through tale and time, memories of old become dreams of the young. Memories and dreams, these lightless gleams that our eyes seek unfinding. They take us from tables and summon us home, warmly felt and ever fading. This is all I'm doomed to have. Into the sum of eternity, or until eternity uncoils.
At least you will not be alone.
I will be when I decide to kill you.
See, there is something to look forward to. You really are in an enviable position, my queen.
That word sounds so mocking from your lips. And yes,
I deserve to be mocked. I deserve immortal humiliation for letting you best me. I intend no mockery. Please, perhaps our lives will find some natural, albeit very prolonged end. Or perhaps many years down the line, some fool will open that door on us, and you will fly free again. Dream of that, dear Ecthis. By all means, do. But in the meantime, two beings such as us, possessed of such powers to make illusions seem real, if we show but a little willingness to be fooled. Can we not find some way to make the passage of eternity even slightly less terrible to endure?
Ha! You sure love the bath.
It always was one of my great joys. Not many have the privilege of knowing so.
Come back and create more trees. Show me how you get them to look so tree-ish, so natural.
Oh, as you command.
But, my queen, I must mention, the way you work wonders with water and sky. I doubt I will have much more to show you before long. I suppose then you will dispose of me? Come along.
At once, my queen.
How is that?
It is a rare breed, these evergreens you have chosen. You like them?
I do like the way they live and die.
Yes, upright and still, stoic to the end.
Can we dream ourselves trees?
Of course, Ecthis, whatever you like.
Oh, Foxman was asking if that was Shaggy. Yeah, Mothman in his original human form does seem a little mystery machine bound. The end. So 5 towns, 46 safe tiles, 118 years of peace, and that is the end. Hickey was less keen than some to spend evenings reliving the old days. I specifically fought Thrixl so we wouldn't have to talk about them all the time anymore. Luca Loki built a lodge that attracted like-minded hunting enthusiasts. So I just might see if I can, tweak the sound a little bit, just in case it's a little loud. Oh, I forgot. Scaly One took up the mandolute and convinced a few others to form a band. We could call ourselves the Oil of North, so, since it's not being used anymore. I missed one of the updates, I'm so sorry. Oh, there's the Ice Queen, remember her? Oh, she's leaving. Elsie developed a passion for restoring ruined sites. They may not have quite matched their former glory, but she hoped the former inhabitants wouldn't be too embarrassed. Oh, and hello to real Scaly One! Drienne's dream of their own personal research tower had finally been fulfilled. They kept it well stocked with monster parts floating in jars of colored liquid, to impress any other visiting mystics, of course. Blobbybard gathered as many of the company's stories as he could, and enlisted Hickey to illustrate them.
Ha! I remember that one. Nicely done.
This is the first campaign since the very first one, I think, that nobody retired. I love seeing them all young again. Look at Blobbybard. Diesel got up to see the sunrise every morning. Often he insisted on company.
Why me, though?
Shh, Patikin, breathe it in. We can't take a single dawn for granted. Not anymore. Yeah, remember Lady B getting that's why she's all green, by the way. One day, Lady B awoke with a lightness in her step. I understand it now. It makes all sense. She vanished for 10 years and returned somehow unaged and full of sorrow. Maxine spent many a happy night in the tavern, enthralling the men with tales of her exploits. And that rumor about their unbreakable bones? Totally false. Did anybody ask about her, Anyway, Stormalander and Maxine could never fully abandon their adventuring life. While the danger had dimmed, there were memories yet to be made. Stormalander, just almost anything could live in here. You sure we should just... Oh, it's something about rainy and scared. Okay, so these heroes are automatically being added, and they're all the new heroes. So, Lady B, Hickey, Patikin, Scaly One. So Elsie will someday be redesigned, but I think that everybody can see that, like, she was like a story character, so it didn't feel right to rename her. Luca, Loki, and Diesel. Now, this is, like, there's certain things that need to happen. Blobbity Bard, we can do up to 5, I guess. Plus 3 extra promotions from remaining legacy points, 10 legacy points per promotion, ended campaign with 34. So, I feel like... Can't promote Diesel. Okay. Definitely Blobbity Bard. Right? Yeah, I'm thinking Blobbity Bard, Maxine, Stormalander. I just have a question about Lady B and Hickey. Like, do they keep their pets and stuff? If we don't? And the abilities will go with them. The higher a hero's legacy tier, the more abilities. Yeah, so we have to do Blobbity Bard for sure. Maxine for sure. Stormalander. Yeah, because look at how different he is. Like, we definitely need to have Stormalander. Okay, Lady B is the same. So did anybody else change? No, because these are brand new, like, entrants. So from there, it sort of becomes like, who would we want to, like, have additional abilities when they show up again? We can do 2 more. I think it falls to whose story was it? And I think that it's got to be Lady B and Hickey, right? Like, because it was very much their story. Yeah. Let's do Lady B and Hickey. The elemental weapons that you discovered have been unlocked for your legacy, will now be available to craft in all future games. And that's it. That is the end of Campaign 4. And by doing those, like, legacy upgrades, what that means is that when we return for Campaign 5, any of those characters could show up again. We are a solid 20 minutes past time, so we're going to call it here. You guys, thank you guys so much for joining me for this most recent Wildermyth campaign. It is definitely not the end. We will be returning to Wildermyth again in the future. I do not expect that it will be next Monday, but we started Campaign 4. As we sort of like round this out, Campaign 3 of Wildermyth, and let me just like dial the sound back up here again, more or less, not too loud, but louder. Okay. We started Campaign 4 late in December 2022, knowing that it was going to take us all the way into 2023, because I just couldn't think of a better way to launch off a new year than to revisit old friends with all the current friends that we have in chat. And along the way, we got to introduce some new characters like Scaly One and Luca Loki. And even though they didn't they're also eligible to show up again in the future. So I just really want to thank you all for taking this journey here in Wildermyth. I, as I said on so many occasions, looked forward to this every single Monday, and there are yet more campaigns and more stories for us to explore, so we will see you again for Wildermyth Monday in the future. Right now, we're going to go find somebody fun to raid and then see you over in Mia's Discord. Thank you all so much for this journey and helping us get 2023 started off on such a warm and really sentimental note, and we will see you guys again for some more streams throughout the week. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.